Hello baby gangsters, this is Calvin, also known as Robert, and before this video starts, I just want to say that disaster did kind of strike with this video, and don't worry, as you can see, there's so many anecdotes in this video, but we will be missing 5 anecdotes in this video, and the 5 we're missing is the ones you can see on the screen right now. Now, not all of their stories, but just the first part of each of these characters' stories. The reason being is I lost the video for this, and it was really frustrating because I didn't know where it went. I could have accidentally deleted it. It happens sometimes. As you guys know, I upload 24 hours of videos like every week sometimes. So there is a thing where, like, you know, it's definitely possible to, like, lose stuff, but I actually have a pretty good record of not losing stuff. It's just that since I upload so much, like, I tend to, like, every, like, few months, like, lose something, right? Or something goes wrong. And that's just what happens. But the ones that I also missed or lost, I was able to salvage, like, 5 of them. And the 5 that I was able to salvage were these ones. The ones you see up on the screen right now, the names you see on the screen right now. And the way I was able to salvage these ones because they were in English, and I reacted them in English, and I was able to find English versions of them on YouTube and put my commentary over them. And the reason why I wasn't able to salvage the ones that weren't in English, or the ones that didn't have any commentary on them, for example, the example I would give is like Thoma's one with Cookie, is because the ones I was able to find that were like in really good quality were all in a different language, and I would have had to cut so much of my audio just to have like little reactions to the end. Like, it would have been awkward. It would have been like cutting my dialogue and then having a little laugh at the end of it. It just wouldn't have made sense. So the 5 you're seeing right now are the ones that I on the screen. The 5 names you're seeing right now, the first one of the story is the ones that I don't have anymore, and the 5 you're seeing right now on the screen are the ones that I do have, but I put commentary over them. And it's only the first part of the stories, but the rest of them are all there. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Sorry that happened. It happens sometimes. But yeah, I hope you still enjoyed the video.
Hello, traveler. Are you here for a fortune slip? Apologies, but now isn't the best time. It is, and so are the bamboo slips within. However, we've run out of the corresponding fortune slips. That is, the paper slips expounding on the fortune.
That's the thing that happens?
That depends on your fortune. We are currently preparing new slips.
How do I check that fortune?
Draw a slip.
Okay. And when can I draw a slip? Look at the little angry face we have.
That depends on your fortune.
Oh my god. The facial expression. We're going in circles, you know. How long are we going to do this?
Till right about now. Congratulations on your great fortune.
Well, how do you know that?
Oh my. I was just wondering who wandered by. Why, it's you, little one. Are you here for a fortune slip?
I love that we're one of the few people that doesn't get, like, you know, flustered when Yae Miko, like, does this type of stuff, you know? That's right, but Ringo here says we're long gone. I'm so happy to see Yae Miko. Love her to pieces.
Yes. Everyone in Inazuma seems to be getting more anxious by the year. Oh, won't someone think of the rising paper consumption? We just restocked earlier too, and poof, gone again. Even the great fortune slips are nearly gone. Oh, truly, the troubles of being a Guji never
I feel for you.
cease.
You're working too hard all the time.
You're
You need to
in
take a
luck today.
vacation.
Here
Worry
you
about
are,
yourself.
Ringo. 300 fresh, good fortune slips written by yours truly in a single sitting. Should be enough to tide us over.
A single sitting?
Well now, that depends on everyone's fortune, of course. Now, little one.
Still very dedicated, right?
Seek yours? Go on. I'll cover your eyes while you draw a slip.
Oh my god. This is what I'm talking about, right? Look at this, right? Every other character kind of goes like, oh yeah, Miko. It makes it feel a bit shaky because she is a character that like is very good at making people like feel like, you know, intentionally so it makes them feel like a bit flustered, right? She goes, I'll cover your eyes. And instead of like being like, what? He goes like, okay. And just puts his head into her hand, no problem.
Now be sure to draw well. These aren't your everyday fortunes, you know. These are Guji Yae's special
Look at her.
slips.
Amazing. Beautiful. We love her. And he just does it. Draw a fortune slip? What do we get? It says if you draw a fortune slip, open it up quick.
See? Ringo was right. Yours is a great fortune after all.
You heard that? How? And also, I want to say, like, yes, Miko, like, loves to make people flustered, but she's actually just a genuinely good person. Like, an amazing person. She is. She's the reason Inazuma is the way it is now. She's the reason that like we're like still standing. You know what I mean? She's always in debt to our gal Yae Miko. Yeah.
Shh. Now, don't let the whole world know, or yokai might come and snatch your good luck away.
I guess not.
This fortune slip was personally written by the current Guji of the Grand Narukami Shrine herself, Yae Miko.
An impressive lady.
Quite potent. Guard it well, lest it ends up in the hands of a tanuki or baku.
Look at her little smile.
All right then. As always, I leave the rest to you, Ringo.
Yes, Lady Gucci.
By the rest you mean?
Exactly what she means. What Lady Gucci wrote were the good fortune slips. The bad ones are yet to be completed.
Alas,
Oh, you have to write the bad
any
ones?
fortune I write would simply be too potent. Surely such power shouldn't be used to foretell doom and gloom.
That does
Safer
make
then to
sense.
have
That
dear
does make
Ringo
sense. Wow,
pen the
saint.
misfortune
Absolute
slips.
saint.
The well-being of every visitor to our shrine is at stake.
See, look, she cares about everyone.
Now,
You know?
I'm off to write the modest fortunes. Do enjoy your wonderful fortune today, little one.
Thank you so much. I adore her so much. She's trying to slack off, isn't she? Nothing but an excuse to get out writing good fortunes. I'm going to cover the screen and just click X. That's not true. She's such a hard worker.
Please enjoy your wonderful fortune today, traveler.
Great stuff.
Still a ways to go.
Oh my god, he always has such a dramatic flair to his voice. Lyney, what are you doing here? I love that the other ones were like very like almost natural interactions that could happen. We're just walking past the Fontaine Research Institute here.
Traveler, I never imagined I'd run into you here. Seems I owe that Gus just now an apology.
The Gus now an apology?
It blew my hat away, seemingly for no reason. But no sooner had I
God.
caught it that I ran into you.
This counts. I don't care. This counts as being flirtatious, you know what I mean? It was destiny. I was supposed to be here, you know? Planning on a visit to the Institute, are we?
Yeah, there's a researcher I'm looking for. One who's also interested in magic. He said he'd like to talk shop with me.
Okay, very cool.
Word is that he's invented all kinds of fantastic devices that are perfect for some truly amazing tricks.
That's awesome, again, doing research about these magical tricks as well. But I love the idea that like his hat led us to him again.
For example, he once made a miniature thermos that he kept stuffed up his sleeve.
I'm sorry, look at him.
All
Look
he
at
had
our
to do
Lyney.
was twitch his finger to activate the mechanism, and voila! The ice within would slide down and out through his sleeve. The ice trick, one of his myriad magic tricks.
Does it really count as magic? Feels more like a cheap sleight of hand.
Of course it counts. Just think about it. You're a poor office worker sweltering behind your desk. You want nothing more than to head out and buy an ice-cold Fanta to quench your thirst. But it's
He's
just
very good at
way too
advertisement as
hot.
well, right?
The Fanta machine's broken and only dispenses warm Fanta, and there's no ice anywhere in the office.
He's really selling this.
Just as you totter on the edge of despair, the colleague beside you claps their hands, and a few ice cubes suddenly appear in your cup of Fanta. Just imagine, how would you feel?
I drink the ice Fanta. The Archon of Ice Cubes.
Now you
Oh
get
my
it.
god, I love this
That's what he
interaction.
researches. Close-up magic for daily
I love that like they're so
use.
playful with each other, right? I you know how they went from like kind of being a little like Ether went from being a little bit upset with him to being like you know so close as well.
That's why I'm paying him a visit too. I'd love to help him refine his close quarters tricks and improve the impact of his close-up performances.
That's awesome.
After all, the most important part of magic is the performance, especially when you're up close and personal. Perform well and the audience will be spellbound. They'll think, I need to get closer. No, closer. I must see what surprises this magician's got in store for me.
Lyney's like one of the few people in the world that like is constantly performing with their voice but doesn't sound fake ever. You know what I mean? It seems like this is just like how they naturally speak. It's like people who like, speak in vocal fry for a long time, but then they speak in it for so long that like it just becomes a part of their speech, you know? You know, people that like talk really low like this, you know. And they've done it for so long that they just don't remember anything else, you know?
Here, this is for you. To commemorate
What
our
flower is
meeting
this?
today.
I'd say you're actually the greatest musician, Lyney. Again, like I knew we were gonna get like rizzed by Lyney.
Thanks for playing along. You truly are the best audience I could ask for.
I don't even think people say Riz anymore, by the way, guys. Don't worry. I'm cringe. Honestly, though, like, you're the best magician I could ask for.
As long as you're beside me, I know even the thorny tricks will
He's
go
such a
off without
charmer
hitch.
every second of the day.
Uh-oh. Oh, would you look at the time? I'd better not keep our man waiting. See you next time.
Please be a next time. Lyney Story Quest Part 2. I thought it wasn't complete there. I thought we were going to do another mission here. Man, this architecture's so impressive, isn't it? Yeah, another great interaction here, but this was like, of course, like Lyney all over. This is Lyney 101. The writers understand Lyney so much. Lyney was not really like explaining like why they're here, very openly so, but then like, you know, was being very playful with us, was joking around with us a little bit, was doing a little bit of a performance with us as well, gave us another flower. I don't know if it's the same flower as before. Maybe you guys could tell me if there's a different meaning this time to the flower. Because he did hand us a flower that meant like, I believe, like love and compassion or something like that as well. Just such like an unbelievably Lyney interaction, right? It's like, oh, this guy is like so charismatic. I love listening to him. And then he's going to try and charm us as well. You know, that's Lyney all over 110%. I love these little interactions. They're so fun.
I love diving too.
Yeah, look, he's so adorable. And the blood beast, hey there, Freminet.
Hey, long time no see.
Oh,
I'm.
you hear the little
talking
bit of
with
excitement
him.
in his voice? With a blubber beast?
It might seem odd to you.
Not in the least. May I join in?
Really?
Oh my
I thought that was something that only happened in picture
Do you hear like the
books.
little excitement in his voice? Like it raises the levels like a little bit. I'd like to hear more about those tales.
All right, then I'll share them with
Do
you.
you hear the tiny elevation of the voice? It's so cute.
Oh, you want to hear them too? Okay.
The sweetest
Listen
boy.
closely.
The sweetest boy.
Legends speak of a time long, long ago when there was a blubber beast who strayed from his family and friends and lived all alone in the pitch black depths of
Very
the
good like
sea.
storytelling voice, right?
Even as he bravely lived on in solitude, he kept searching for his family until one day a diver who loved to explore found him.
Is that
The
you?
blubber beast had never seen a human before and was scared at first. But the diver gave him lots of food and promised to return the next day. And just like that, they became fast friends. Every time the diver came, the blubber beast would happily dance and slap his belly, singing the songs of the blubber beasts.
So sweet.
The diver also adored his round belly and could never resist giving it endless belly rubs.
This is
The
adorable.
blubber beast also adored the feeling of belly rubs. But since he had terrible eyesight, he only ever saw the diver's blurry silhouette.
Oh, for real?
So, whenever he saw a human form approach, he'd happily dance, patting his belly and singing.
That's so cute. So belly must rub.
Good boy.
Oh.
Here, have some fish. I just caught them, so bon appetit.
I would die for the House of the Heart kids. I would die for them. This is how the story ends.
I wish that was where the story ended, but one day, that diver stopped coming altogether.
So maybe it's not
The
for me?
blubber beast waited for a long, long time. Finally, he gathered the courage to go and look for the diver, swimming off in the direction the diver had swum off to, until he had finally reached the beach. And that's where the picture book I have ends.
So it is just a picture book.
I don't know how the rest of the story goes. Our two friends might have... Oh, don't be sad. It's just a story.
Oh my god.
It's not real.
I'm gonna die.
I think.
They'll be reunited soon.
Yeah, I'm sure it will. Oh, want some more fish? Give me a second. I should still have some more.
I love, like, you know, that he's such like a slow way of speaking. Like, it's very you know, quiet and like direct and like methodical. But like whenever he gets a little bit excited, you can hear the lovely tone in his voice when he's like, you know, he's very like considerate of the blubber beast as well. Like, it's such a fantastic voice performance. It really is.
I wonder, just what does a blubber beast's belly feel like?
I'm sure he'd let you pat it.
So...
You might as well.
I guess I'll go for it then? Wow. This is really something. A world.
So it obviously doesn't feel like a cat, though, but then I know now he pets Lynette's cat all the time, which is so sweet. But yeah, we casually meet them in the ocean. We have a beautiful conversation with them, and in that sense, like, it's the very essence of why Freminet is absolutely fantastic, right? It's why oh, it's down here. It's why I just adore Freminet, right? The soft tones, but the very caring tone. When they see us, they get like you hear the little bit of excitement in the voice as well. But to me, that just like is just down to like such a fantastic voice performance. The voice actor for Freminet like has perfected that character, like many other voice actors have in this game too. Perfected the character in such an amazing way too. Oh my freaking god, I'm so happy. I promised Collei some rich mushroom soup tonight. Or the mushrooms I still need to buy a few seasonings. Oh my god, he's making soup for his daughter. Cyno, what are you looking at? Interested in trying the shroom variety?
No, but I am pondering a related
And what's
question.
that? Cyno, is Miso managing the shopping? What a way to show up here.
That joke wasn't bad. Allow me to soak it in.
That's an honor coming from the funniest person in the history of video games. What did he just say right now? Miko?
Not bad. I like it.
Cyno more? I was taught by the best. Tanari's like, please do not. I'm sorry. This is totally like wife energy of like, please don't. Don't encourage him. You know, please don't. You know what I mean? Please do. That's enough. It's almost time to eat. Care to join us? I would love to. Collei, be live there. Oh my god, please.
Not bad. Still, it's a pity. I haven't found any new shrooms yet.
New shrooms? No, that's one I never heard of. Is it some newly discovered species? News shrooms? That can't be it. I keep track of every project related to cultivating new species, but I've never heard that name. Is it a joke?
Exactly. After all, the newsrooms have yet to make the press release.
Cyno. Guys, I'm sorry. He's the funniest character in the history of Genshin. No, do not know. It's hilarious. It's hilarious. Cyno, you're finishing up every last drop of soup tonight. Got that? Oh no, please, 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 don't let me go to dinner. Where is it? Where is it? Oh my god, that was so
There
funny.
should be enough bark samples.
You can't do that to me.
Soil collection.
You legitimately can't, and that's very evil. What you just did. You can't have him like invite me to dinner and not let me go to dinner. I love how they act with each other. I really do. So there's no one in Inazuma. Maybe Liyue? Mondstadt? Any more Thoma? No more Thoma over here. So I'm guessing maybe Fontaine or Sumeru? Cyno! Of course. Would love to. Would love to. I'm probably going to maybe edit these all where they're all in one go for their stories. Maybe. Well, Tanari's not here, so this is definitely a new one, right? Yeah, I do apologize about misplacing the... again, I keep apologizing for misplacing the earlier ones, guys, but there's nothing I can really do at this point. I got some of them, but obviously the ones that are like in different languages are much harder to get, you know what I mean? For sure.
There should be enough bark samples. Next, soil collection.
What you doing? MVP of
I came here to
Sumeru.
assist Tighnari with collecting plant samples. He directed me to come collect bark around here.
Directed you. He said, honey, can you go collect the bark?
But these trees are covered in mushrooms, and I have to clear them away. It's not easy. I can't help but wonder just how these mushrooms got to that size.
Environmental factors?
Right. Tighnari also talked about how the environmental factors influencing the growth of fungi are extremely complex and varied,
Okay.
each interacting with the others. Even the smallest change in one variable can greatly impact their growth process.
I thought you were from Spantamad, Cyno. Since when are you interested in Amaruta's work?
No, I've simply been pondering a question these past few
Which
days.
is okay. Curiosity is good, right?
Do you know why fungi only grow on trees and not on grilled meat?
Is this gonna be a joke?
Because that's what they've always done. They're all
They're all...
vegetarians.
Yes. Wait, that's it? I guess the thing is, you know what's so funny? That could be a joke that he's making there, but actually, like, you know, I think fungi are, right? Well, not all fungi. I think some fungi, but then maybe in Sumeru they're all vegetarians. In some, I think fungi actually can, I think mostly do grow on, like, vegetative. Oh my god, this place is so beautiful. Sumeru is one of the most gorgeous places in history, right? So pretty.
Running late again.
Look at this.
Look out below. Woo.
Perfect. Absolutely perfect location. I love Sumeru so much. Yeah, interesting little thing from Cyno there. Very small little bit of information there. I haven't gone to talk to, like, Collei yet. And I'm really worried because, like, she hasn't shown up once on the map for me. But then again, I haven't been doing it every day because, like, I haven't gotten the chance to do it every day. But I hope that, like, I can get to talk to Collei. Oh, look, it's on the map. We can talk to Jade Plume Terrace Room. Can you imagine? Hey, it's me. Terrace Room. Hey, Terrace Room, how are you? Doing good. How are you? Doing very good. Getting to talk to Cyno again here as well.
I'm serious. You should let me come with you.
Once again, we're standing beside now we're standing beside him like he's our bodyguard. The different vibes.
Or, if not me, then at least find some mercenaries to join you.
A large group moves too slowly. Speed is what we need to catch a fugitive like him.
But
That's enough.
Oh my
Proceed as
god.
planned. We have to get him on the first try.
I said this, by the way, before. Whenever Cyno's like this, it is one of those moments where it's like, man, my friend is freaking important. You know what I mean? You're like following him to work and you're like, wow, he's actually pretty important here.
yes, General Mahamatra.
And don't you forget it. Don't you forget it. That makes a quick exit. Trouble brewing?
Nothing major. A scholar made a prohibited device and fled the academia with it. We're already in pursuit.
Oh, wow.
We've decided to act discreetly to avoid alarming the general public.
Sounds like you're going alone then, which I think he's more than capable, right?
Affirmative. The plan is all set. Other Matra will prepare the trap, and I will go alone and drive him into it. He's cunning. He's already outwitted multiple Matra tracking him, and some sustained significant injuries.
Oh, wow.
But he won't escape this time.
I know he won't fail. We're being official with him, you know, General Mahamatra.
Don't worry. I'm just scaring a cowardly little jackal.
Look at him.
It'll jump into the trap on its own. If it resists, then the sands will claim it.
He's like, when he's in work mode,
It's fine.
so
I
different.
handle cases like this all the time. There won't be any surprises.
Not even a single joke. That's the thing, work mode side, well, he might give us a joke now after we say this, but like, you know, because we're pointing it out.
Sorry. Inspiration eludes me.
Freaking
for now.
hell.
I'll be sure to tell you a good one once I get back.
We said this before though. It is that moment where like you're like go to like I don't know, you go to like a store or some sort of like company or something like, or outlet store where like your friend is like the manager and everyone's asking them like questions and like there's like they're doing so much stuff and you're like, man, my friend's really important. And in this case it's like you're seeing your friend like does the Mahamatra and you're like, Jesus, he's so important, you know? I love that they do show that because that's the side we knew first. When we first met Cyno, that was the first thing that we saw, which was like, oh my god. Can we survive this?
Heads up!
We can in that way. That was the first Cyno we met. The first Cyno we met was a Cyno that was very serious, very scary. He attacked Al-Haytham in that moment, right? That was the first time we met him, and like it's only over time you learn that he is like such a dork in so many funny ways as well. Which he wasn't always that. Like when we first met him, again, when we first met him, he was just quite adorable. He was an adorable character that like you could not adorable. He was the opposite of adorable, and then he became adorable. But again, I think that's so cool about like a lot of characters in this game, and especially Cyno. Cyno's someone who like will be his true self, his beautiful self. We love him to pieces, but as soon as he needs to be, right? As soon as Cyno needs to be, and he needs to lock in, he needs to be the Cyno that like Sumeru needs. He becomes like a different person altogether. But we still love him, right? And it's one of those things where I don't hate it. It's like I love his jokey side, but then I also look at him, I'm like, man, my friend is an important dude, you know? Which is really, really fun as well. Neuvilette. Is that Neuvilette and he's standing alone in the rain? Has something upset him? That's what I was thinking. I should say hi. Don't get an opportunity like this every day. We're just going for a stroll here. Hello.
Ah, traveler. Hello to you as well.
It's good to see you. How have you been?
I am the same as always. Thank you for your concern.
In a good mood, I see.
Yes, you noticed. The morning paper forecasted rain here at precisely this hour.
All right.
In my experience, predictions of this nature are not entirely reliable. Yet today, the downpour arrived on schedule. A stroke of luck.
That's wonderful. I'm glad it worked.
Thank you.
So it's not you crying?
I do realize that standing in the rain is only my personal predilection, and that most would find it odd.
I wonder if it's standing in the rain because you know that it's not your cheers that caused the rain, right? Maybe that's it? Possibly?
Are you certain you wish to stand here with me while it pours unceasingly?
It's fine. Besides, I didn't bring an umbrella.
I see.
I wonder if it is that. It's like, oh, it's rain that's not caused by his tears. Something in your mind?
I recently overheard a few Melazines complaining that the weather seemed to be conspiring against them.
How's that?
For instance, whenever they carry an umbrella with them, hardly a single cloud shows itself. Yet when they gamble on sunshine, a downpour awaits. Naturally, I know that there is no causal relationship at work, having personally tested the theory. And, well, put simply, it didn't hold water. Yet the fact you brought this up now makes me wonder. Perhaps today's rain arrived thanks to you.
How? Guess I'm just awesome like that. Alright, you gotta admit, I'm the rain Archon.
You jest, I presume.
He's like, wait, you're an Archon? Do I have to do something about this?
I'd feared this squall might have soured your plans, but I'm glad it doesn't seem to have dampened the mood.
The chance to stop and reflect is also an experience to be treasured, I agree.
One's thoughts drift easily while standing alone in the rain. For instance, I am currently pondering how the raindrops that descend from the skies and the bubbles of air that rise from the depths broadly fall under the same category of phenomenon. Do they not? Well, a passable joke, yes?
That was a joke. It kind of sounded profound. So let me read this again. I was reading it there. How the raindrops descend from the skies and the bubbles that the air that rise from the depths broadly fall under the same category of phenomenon. I guess it is pretty profound, right?
Very well.
I'm so sorry. I know you're trying to be more jokey sometimes.
I'm glad to have received your acknowledgement.
I love you. Interesting. Like, I wonder if like a part of it is like, hey, I'm standing here in the rain.
I'm glad to have received your acknowledgement.
It cleared up. So, did they just start a rain in this game for Neuvilette just standing there? It's so cool. Yeah, but I wonder if that is like a thing. It's like, hey, like I'm able to like see the rain in a way that's like, you know, not caused by me. So that could be the case, I wonder. Interesting. Because again, like, and then he said something, because what I was thinking, like the idea of like I don't know if there's a fifth person around here, guys, to hang out with. I could check the list of characters. Let me check here. So we have, these are the characters we have so far. So like, I'm guessing like Fontaine, Inazuma, and Sumeru are the 3 places we should look. If not, like I'm going to assume that there's only 4 today. You know what I mean? That's the way I'm going to look at it. Yeah, I'm very excited to do these, like, you know, and I do apologize for the mishap that's happened at the start of this. It's like legitimately one of those things that, like, I make so much videos, and I as you guys know, I try to be as consistent as possible. I try to like always upload stuff and do like, stuff like this, but mistakes will happen. Mistakes will happen sometimes, and that's unfortunate. You know what I mean? But I always try to fix it in some way. You know what I mean? I always try to fix it in some way, to some extent, anyway. We're going over here. Oh my god, Neuvilette started there, oh my god. What's the Dean? Hello. More Neuvilette.
So, you recommend Chioriya Boutique's seasonal children's clothing line?
Yes, Monsieur Neuvilette. Elaf often invites Kirara to Chioriya Boutique to try on outfits, but they take a bunch of photos. They're all adorable too.
In that case, I shall place an order.
Mind if I drop in?
Greetings, traveler.
Hey there. Great timing. Monster River has added a new stop to his itinerary, and we're just discussing what kind of gifts to bring. A new stop?
A rare opportunity to take a vacation has arisen, and I plan to use it to visit the Melusines in Merosi Village. It has been some time since my last visit.
That is the
such
sweetest.
Meetings are hard to come by. I wish to prepare some gifts.
No, and like, you know, like he treats them all as his children as well, you know?
As you are here, might I solicit your advice?
Anything to help.
I believe you have already befriended a number of Melusines.
Yeah?
As such, your insights would be most valuable.
Oh my god, I have a Melusine friend who loves to paint. Or I remember Serene's letters mentioned that Mimir has always been passionate about art. That's such a callback, right? What a quest that was.
Indeed. Given the environmental variations there, some waterproof paints would make a good gift.
There's no Melusine who doesn't like mechanical components. That's true. I can help pick out some. The Clockwork Workshops usually sell spare components at discount, and Clockwork toys too.
Then I shall leave their procurement to you. Thank you. Prioritize what you like, without regard to cost. I will ensure you have an ample
So sweet.
budget.
You can never go wrong with making food.
Oh, I fear my culinary experience only extends to making soups.
Okay, well that's okay. I mean, soups are good.
Sidine, are there any foods particularly popular among the Melusines recently?
He's showing so much care, isn't he? Let me think. Yeah, cakes, macarons, blubber, profiterole, pate de fruit. Oh right, a lot of snacks like Fistos and Fanta. Look at the smile on our face as well.
Oh.
It's okay, eat stuff like that in moderation, as long as they're happy, right? Is he thinking about how much sugar's in them?
I understand. Everyone has different tastes.
That's so cute.
And in the interests of fairness and justice, we should have prepared a greater variety of gifts from the start.
Okay.
It is decided. Every one of those ideas shall be adopted. Thank you both for your suggestions. Once the purchases have been made, I will have someone package them up and send each to their respective recipients. Sidine, I believe your delivery address is still the Palais Momonia, yes?
Me? I get a present too, but aren't they forever in the Mersey village? You have to know Neuvilette at this point, Sidine.
Of course. As I said, opportunities like this are hard to come by.
Yes.
So every Melusine should receive a gift.
He treats every one of his children the same.
And you are a Melusine too, are you not?
Thank you, Monster Neuvilette. Such a sweet moment as well there, right? Like, so beautiful. Like, I think it's just, again, one of the things I love, like, so much about Neuvilette is, like, he has such a compassion in him, such a care for people. And he's probably one of the most, like, poetically, like beautifully well-spoken people in Genshin. And I actually just, like, really adore him as a character. And the fact that, like, he's, like, thinking about presents to buy, he's trying to get information. He was even worried that they're eating too much sweets. Like, that's absolutely adorable. And in the end, like, decided, hey, like, you know, I have to get every Melusine a present. And he will. He 100% will. That's his kids. And he's not going to treat any kid any different as well. This is the one we saw last week. Oh, Xiangyun's here.
Hurry up, Grassa!
such no, just amazing traversal, by the way. Amazing traversal. Did you want to talk to the Archons, huh? I heard you want to talk to the Archons. I heard you want to say hi to the Archons. What is it? Neuvilette again. Drinking his freaking goblet here. Looking fancy as heck.
Monsieur Neuvilette!
Did he drop his... Oh my god, look at this.
It's been so long. I'm really sorry.
Oh.
Are we late?
Look at it, they're like coming up to him like he's like, well, he's their dad.
No, I was just early. You were
This
right
is
on
so
time.
sweet, and they're so happy to see him.
We're here to pick you up. The other Melusines are back in the village making you
Oh
dinner.
my god, he's coming for dinner.
Thanks for making the journey. Today, I'll be interviewing you on behalf of Mercy
This
Village.
is the most beautiful thing in the world. The fact that like all his daughters are making him dinner, and they're probably all excited talking about it. Neuvilette's coming.
Monsieur Neuvilette, please take this
Oh
flower.
my
I just picked
god.
it for you.
This is stunning.
Monsieur Neuvilette, Monsieur Neuvilette, Monsieur Neuvilette.
Oh wait, it's Verda. I had a nickname for her in the Patreon, and not a bad nickname. I called her Bangs McBob, you know, because she's a Bob and Bang. Great on her. It looks great.
Hey, relax. He's not hard of hearing, you know. Be polite.
But then again, all the Melusines, whoever they go for their... We found out they did go for their haircuts in one place, right? And they all look fantastic.
It's all right. Hello, everyone. I'm delighted to see all of you as well. Did you all receive the gifts I
You got a
had sent
gift
over
for every
earlier?
freaking Melusine.
We did. Everyone loves them.
I bet they do.
Zana really liked the components you gave her, and she got you a thank you gift. Verda liked them a lot too. She used them to make a pistol.
Verda has a gun.
That's right. I'll definitely join the Marechaussee Phantom soon. Please,
Verda, I believe you so much. Verda was the one who was helping us with the case when we came down here before.
Don't put too much pressure on yourself. The process itself is already extraordinarily meaningful. I believe you will learn and gain much.
Oh my god. Is this what they call like girl dad? Is this girl dad?
As for me, I've already hung up the skirt you got me.
He got her
One
a
day,
skirt.
when I'm a real journalist, I'll wear it when I give you an official
Wait, so he
interview.
bought her a skirt knowing that like it was like a fancy skirt for like work when you're a journalist?
Don't get ahead of yourself, Lome. Monsieur Neuvilette is usually really busy. If you want to interview him, you'll have to apply first, then follow the proper procedures to make an appointment.
Look at her.
What are procedures?
What are procedures?
Do you mean those super amazing
Oh
people
my god, I'm gonna die.
cultural fairs who can grow
I'm gonna die.
anything? I've seen
I'm
them.
gonna die.
No, procedures. And they're... well, I don't know either. But that's what Sadine wrote
Oh, and
in her
Sadine,
letter.
of course, Sadine like has like all the knowledge because Sadine's working up there.
Anyway, she also mentioned that there was one day when Monsieur Neuvilette was so busy, he didn't even have time to drink
Oh,
water.
Neuvilette drink water, and he loves water. Look, these girls love him,
How could the Palais Mermonia be so cruel?
and they like are blaming the Bemonia for hurting their Neuvilette. You know, this is so sweet.
Regarding that particular problem, well, I shall be more careful.
Dad,
in
are
the
you drinking
future.
enough water? You know, this is what this is. I love how they just instantly were like, F the Palais Memoria.
We're all really concerned about your health. It'd be nice if you spent less time working and gave yourself more time to rest instead.
They love him. Look at them now, just like telling him that like he just needs to rest more.
Oh no, we got sidetracked, didn't we? How far into the interview did we get?
You haven't even started, Lome. You're still in the reporting
Look
stage.
at them all, they all have little hopes and dreams as well. They have big hopes and dreams, I should say. But I guess I just said little because they're so cute. No, but they're big hopes and dreams. I'm not going to downplay their hopes and dreams. They're big.
All right. No, wait, that's not right. I still have a ton of questions. We'll need to find a place to sit down for a nice long talk.
Good.
And don't you worry. Seren told me how tall you are and how you bumped your head the last time you squeezed into one of our homes. So I've already gone and moved all the tables and stools outside.
This is the greatest moment in the history of Genshin.
Thank you for being so considerate. I feel much better now.
That's their dad. That's their dad.
I still prefer being in Mercy Village. We might bump our heads, but it's wonderful.
Fontaine, too, has a number of superb places. Today I brought some water sent from Snezhnaya.
Whoa.
Unfortunately, the long delivery time has warmed it to room temperature, and I cannot say if the taste will be affected.
Probably. We know he's like a water enthusiast.
Then let's hurry up and drink it. It'll be super refreshing with some fresh poisson champai.
Look at this. Guys, I can't even get into words how like much this means to me. Like seeing all his daughters like so happy to see him and praising him and just wanting him to be okay. And then like it's such like a you know what I mean when I say girl dad, it's such a girl dad thing to have the daughters be like, how is that workplace not treating you right? You know what I mean? Like worrying about every little detail and like villainizing anything that like is remotely negative towards their dad, you know?
Yeah, come on everyone. Let's bring Monsieur Neuvilette back home pronto.
So sweet. So sweet.
Come on,
Oh,
let's
like holding
go,
his
Monsieur
hand.
Neuvilette.
No, he is. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That was the best one. That was the best one so far. That's the definition of like girl dad. You know what I mean? That's the definition. He is like a dad to all of them. I think it was like what's it? We go to Ayato next. There's just someone else in Fontaine before we go any further. I don't know how many's left, honestly. But I love that just because it was like a just I was smiling from ear to ear for the whole bit of it. For all of that, I was smiling from ear to ear. There is such a sweetness to Neuvilette when he thinks about the Malazines to the point that he would do anything for them. He bought a present individually for all of them that were related to every single one of them. Like the fact that in the end, Verda was able to make a pistol is so funny to me. Verda has a gun now. I'm blanking on the other names because obviously I know Verda, but like, we don't want them being able to get a skirt for their journalist job and stuff like this because they have big dreams. You know, they want to be like they love Marisol Village, but they see what Sedina's done and probably want to do a lot of that stuff too. You know, Neuvilette is like it just really seems like that scene like you would see in like not even the scene, but like when like again like all these daughters are talking to their dad. And they're talking about his troubles. Are you drinking enough water? Are you doing this? Are you doing that? F that place that's treating you properly. How could they be so cruel in that area? And talking about all their times. They're all like fighting for their time with their dad as well, you know? It's all very, very sweet. And they did that in such a fantastic way. I think they did such a good job with that. Who's next? We know Ayato is going to be one we can talk to. Is there anyone else here in Liyue? Anyone in Mondstadt? I don't know how many stories we have left to do. Even more than I thought, because that'll be only 5, but it seems like I think people were saying that sometimes you can even have like 10. It depends, like, you know? Where's Heizou? Where's my boy? But yeah, another like really interesting interaction there between two of the characters there. Where is he? Where's my boy? I will burn this place to the ground. Where is he?
Welcome to Uyu Restaurant.
Wait, is it even here? Maybe he's behind here. He could be behind here. Yeah, he's in the alleyway. Oh god, and he's a cop and I just burnt this place down. Burnt this place to the ground. Guess who? Another great outfit as well. Crawford's referencing the results from the investigations. Right, it looks like this break-in can be consolidated with the others. Still, what kind of criminal would steal nothing after gaining entry? And just how did they get in? Working on a new case? Perfect timing, Wonder. Indeed I am. And on quite an interesting one, too. There's a criminal breaking into homes across the city, but they never steal anything once they're in. Just make a huge mess of the bookshelves. The residents are already at their wits' end. That there haven't been any material losses, nobody wants invaders traipsing into their homes. So they filed a case with us, of course. Could we be dealing with a light novel superfan gone rogue? I mean, it's 100% like, here's the thing, it's like, your home is like a place that you should feel safe, right? Always. It's already a 3rd home this month. It's a bit much even for someone obsessed with novels. But there was one linking all the cases. Every victim who owns a copy of a crime novel called The Flesh-Eating Tree that you shouldn't mess with. What's even more fascinating is that the criminal methods mirrored those described in the book. So it's like a copycat. Even the physical mannerism down to the way they walk are similar to the book's protagonist. In cases like these, conventional wisdom dictates that we should first bring the authors down to the police station for questioning. But I've got a different theory. The Dushin are helping me verify it as we speak. If they can find a clue to what I'm looking for, then I'll be able to keep the puzzle, putting this puzzle together. The Dushin are already on the move? What about Sarah? Madame Kuchisara is leading the investigation herself. She even got all stern with me before leaving. That sounds like Sarah. I'll trust your judgment for now, Xilonen. But how certain are you? And what you say? Right about now, about 30% if their findings align with my expectations, 60%. And in the meantime, I need to find someone. If they really exist, then the truth won't be far off. And what kind of person would that be? Someone with a motive to track down every copy of the flesh-eating tree that shouldn't mess with. Interesting. So that's the start of this. Is like an investigation. So they're gonna do like stories here. Okay, part 2 of Heizou. And just like that, she left. She was in pain too. Must have to go take her medicine. So what's it about this time? Oh, it's just in Time Water. Remember that case before? I already cracked it. Elementary for dear Heizou, I see. I suppose. I can tell you the whole story. You look like you might explode from curiosity otherwise. She probably won't come after me for leaking the case details. In short, the culprit was a student who frequented the second-hand bookshop. Too poor to buy books, he just read them on sight. One day he wrote a letter confessing his love to the girl he admired, in secret, and planned to slip into her desk. But in the end, shyness got the better of him, and he retrieved it unopened. Dejected, he began to head home. On the way, he wanted to crumple the letter into the ball and toss it, but couldn't bear to do that either, so he began mindlessly fanning himself with it. Just then, he passed by a second-hand bookshop, so to distract himself from his problems, he decided to head in and finish the novel he started, reading a few days earlier. After finishing The Flesh-Eating Tree That You Shouldn't Mess With, he returned home only to discover that his love letter was nowhere to be seen. Wait, he was looking for the letter in other people's books. He left the letter inside the book. He had exactly used his love letter as a bookmark while reading. That's actually a really cool story. This could have been a full quest. Maybe not a full quest, but it'd be like a side event or something, you know, really cool story. But the time he realized his mistake and returned to retrieve it, he found that the book had already been sold, and the shopkeeper couldn't recall the buyer's name. If anyone saw that letter, you know what the funny thing is? It could have been a story quest early on in Genshin, because I remember the story quests early on in Genshin were like I could get a story quest done in like an hour. You know what I mean? It's some of those story quests, but like I think that they have gotten to the point. I think I don't know which story quest started being so long. It probably was like maybe Zhongli, maybe. But I remember Ayaka's one was so long at one point. It was like 3 hours long for me to get through. I know some people are different, right? Because I yap a lot. But I remember like at that point, it was like it never. After the Ayaka story quest, I felt like you never had a story quest be less than like 3 hours again. You know what I mean? It was always just like 3 hours or more for me. Which I'm not complaining because you get like a lot of deeper stories and stuff like that as well. But like even like, you know, the Shao story quest is short and they got some deep stuff out of that too. But I feel like, you know, they want it to be an experience on another level now as well when they do release them, because they don't release them that often. Well, maybe like every few patches, right? Because we did get like a Mizuki story quest as well. But they're great, you know? Long or short, whatever you want to do. If anyone saw the letter. The poor kid must have been driving so crazy, think if anyone reads that, I'm done for. I've got to go back, get it back no matter what. Desperately turning to the modus operandi he read about in that same crime novel to retrieve it. Look at the setting here. I don't know if it's because he actually is really talented due to the book's meticulous and detailed descriptions. Look at him jumping here as well. Or maybe because Inazuma City has been so safe lately that no one bothers with basic precautions. But he succeeded. He used his criminal techniques in the book to conduct numerous break-ins and threw all of the Hamanazaka into chaos. And the case was initially pretty minor. Only the Dushin were assigned to the case at first. But as investigation stalled out, the public got more and more restless. So Madame Kojosara assigned me to take charge. Fortunately, it wasn't too complicated. And as for the process, well, I see things went pretty smoothly. So how'd you catch the guy? Well, I didn't really catch him per se. One of the Dushin from the station bought a copy of The Flesh-Eating Tree that you shouldn't mess with. He was going on about how I got to see the for myself, and how good a book that can make a criminal willing to risk it all. So that's interesting, because the book got so much popular because it was like in these rumors of people stealing a book, right? It's like, oh, who would it must be great if someone's stealing the book, right? And when he opened it, the letter just fell out. After reading this baffling love letter, everything clicked. So I just picked a time in class we're about to finish, intercepting our little criminal on his way out. He didn't even try to run. Of course he did. He turned tail. I was about to bolt the second he saw me, so I just said, "But the love letter? If you run, I'll show the letter to your crushed desk mate." That's brilliant. That's brilliant. Oh my god, he slid right in front of him. Look at them. No sooner had I finished speaking than he meekly surrendered. Heizou, you're terrifying. Honestly, like, I don't care. That's hilarious. That's actually funny. Like, honestly, it was probably better for this guy as well, right? You know, because he was looking for this letter. He was going to keep trying to steal the books anyway to find the letter. So it's better that he found it this way. It was a bluff. I never actually followed through with something that low. I know. You're a great detective. He might be a kid, but a crime is a crime, and a crime is with consequences. He'll have to take responsibility and pay all the restitution required. Yeah, 100%. Like, breaking into someone's house is awful. It's awful. It is, you know? Feels like he's got a very dangerous talent. Yeah. That's why I said the crime novels that romanticize crime end up desensitizing people. I guess there's a point to be made there somewhere, right? Something like this isn't really illegal, right? No harm, no foul. It's no big deal. Once ideas like that start warming into people's minds, they might unknowingly turn into fools who cross the line. Wonder, do you think like that? Absolutely not. It's okay if you do. It's only a crime if you act on such thoughts after all. Was he saying, he's saying, do I think of... Oh, he's not saying, do I think this is true? He's saying, do I think that I have that in my mind where I think, oh, there's no harm, no foul? Not really. But again, like, I think that this person probably thought, well, like, I'm just taking the book. It's not like I'm hurting anybody. And that's probably how you rationalize in your mind. I'm just taking the book. But no, it's not just like the taking of the book. It's the stepping into someone's house that is like so, you know, without the masking and stuff like that. We took at the time. I should head back to the station. The pile of cases on my desk isn't going to solve itself. After a debacle like this, I'm sure it won't be long before Madame Kojo takes us all on another public safety lecture tour. This is a great little story, right? Let's just hope we don't have an idiot copycat criminals. Otherwise, overtime beckons again. Great stuff. Hello. Oh, look at this place. It's so gorgeous. Like, I think it's an underrated beauty, is Inazuma. Looks like another uneventful day in Mizaka. That's an interesting yawn. Well, since I'm already out and about, I might as well go grab a quick bite before reporting back to Madame Kojo. Detective Slacker. Gotcha would have been funnier as well, though, I guess. But on the contrary, I've just finished my work as Dushin. My work as a detective has not yet begun. But you deserve a break, too. Everyone deserves a break. That accusation was almost as flimsy as to bother refuting. Semantics. So when does the case cracking start? Semantics is very funny as well. I love that we were very playful with him as well. Now, actually, I wasn't joking. Recently, a group of shady peddlers have been hawking illicit potions all over Mizaka. They used to be legitimate vendors, but they've gone rogue for some reason. They're using illegal businesses as cover to us leading in circles. The Jushin have been on it for ages without finding anything conclusive. So I plan to break this case wide open my way. We can team up? Appreciated, but this case is nearly as serious enough to warrant you getting involved. Sango and the others have been conducting a covert investigation for some time now. They've already got the most of the evidence. Now it's my turn. Oh my god. It'll be a cinch for the great Detective Heizou. Look at this. We need a story about him as well. Case as good as closed. Now that's a welcome sentiment, Wonder. Honestly, they could have a show about him. They could. If everything does go well, I'll treat you something tasty, promise. Is that just... Wait, so it might be another part to this as well? If everything does go well, I'll treat you something tasty, promise. So we're just seeing like his detective stories. Interesting. So did that make another one appear? I keep going looking back to the Collei here as well. To see if it made another one appear. Nothing in Liyue. Nothing in Mondstadt. Well, then again, it could be anywhere, right? Like, it's not just going to be in, like... Because I look to, you know, the village, but... Oh, there's Collei. We have a Collei one. Fantastic. I saw you bending over, like, as soon as I came over here, pretending to work. No, he works very hard. Quite the slippery bunch, but there's no such thing as a deed that leaves no trace. How's the case coming along? I seem to have run into a minor snag. They're a bit sharper than I anticipated. Not only do they have the whole pile of middlemen who don't even know each other, but their sales channels are all one way. It's time to find a new angle. Wait, what? It's that short? Interesting. Is he going to appear again on the map? And there's a chance they're making it permanent, right? I heard about this as well. Oh my god, Xion, how are you doing? With Leela? What? That's so fun. No, that's so good. The abstract needs to be more detailed.
Excuse me,
Miss Layla?
This is such a weird match, right? But then again, I guess with like dreams and sleeping and things like this. But if we go too in depth, it might come off as an instinct from the main body. How am I going to do this?
Miss Layla, shall we discuss this inside? We can sit down and chat.
Sorry, I didn't mean to go spiral. I just couldn't help thinking about my thesis again.
It's fine. I've treated several academia students before. You can say I've encountered similar states of mind to yours.
You've been to Sumeru?
Yes. A scholar there once invited me to help treat his students.
This is probably going to mean so much to Layla. Really? Did any of them have severe issues? Because Layla does go through a lot of that stuff as well, you know?
I wouldn't go that far. Just long-term insomnia, terror, paranoia, as well as acute tinnitus and vertigo.
Oh my god, oh, the pushing the fingers together. Can I just say Layla's design is so good. Like the eyebrows, they match, they're so pretty with the actual hair as well and everything. Like I think she just has such an underrated design. And here we are. Are you describing thesis writing or monster slaying? I'd rather face the monsters. Poor Layla. It's S tier design. It's so good. If you succeed, then all is well. If you fail, at least you'll never have to worry about anything else again. Whoa. That's a very dark way of putting it. But the thesis, I don't even know what counts as success or failure. I finally squeezed a third draft out, but upon seeing it, my advisor just flipped it face down on the desk and said, "Forget your thesis for now. First, you need to go to Isa Bathhouse in Yazuma, relax and recover a bit. I've already made the arrangements for you." This is someone who definitely could see the concern, that had concern for her, because we knew we had concern for her as well. She was going through a lot when it came to her thesis writing. It's good to kick back and relax now and then, 100%. You cannot do, and literally just right now, I know it's not the same thing, right? But that's why I literally said, like, you know, I pace myself sometimes with videos, I do things in different sessions. It's so that I can get the best out of the videos. It's like, so I'm not, you know, so tired when I'm doing the videos.
That's correct. I received a letter from Miss Layla's advisor in advance, with details about her situation and a request to provide therapy for her. I think it's quite likely that a mutual acquaintance shared my contact information.
Okay, but that means good though, right? No things can be that simple. My thesis isn't done. We just started a research topic and I have a pile of unsubmitted work for my research group. Maybe my advisor thinks I'm totally useless and wants to get rid of me. No, there's no way. No, the different animations. Snap out of it. That must be advisor's last gift, the last bath I'll ever take. No, they wouldn't think that way. Ever. Once I return to academia, I'll be expelled and then left alone in the corner doing star charts forever. If they did this to you, I would kill them. I would end their lives. They would die. No way, that's not gonna happen. Get a hold of yourself, Layla.
It's just as the letter said. Her symptoms are extremely severe. How long has she had this condition? However, her advisor's letter clearly acknowledges her abilities, emphasizing constantly that she is their most outstanding student. Perhaps it's Layla who doesn't believe in her own abilities, thus triggering these symptoms. Evidently, a more thorough evaluation is required.
Right. Excuse me, I'm going now. If any letters for me, please sign for me. If there are any letters for me, please sign for me. I feel bad for Layla all the time, and I just want the best for her. Like, her hangout quest is like one of the top 5 hangout quests, just because of how much emotion is behind it and how much you want her to just be happy by the end of it, you know? If there's anyone who could help, Mizuki could help. Why does it feel like her condition's worsened? Please help her, Mizuki. Look at her. Look, it's like almost like we're doing like a pleading pose here.
Don't worry, I will help her. In fact, I've already come up with a preliminary treatment
Well, that's
plan.
fantastic. That is fantastic.
Now, time to formally begin treatment.
So these stories are going to continue as we go forward.
Don't worry, I will help her. In fact, I've already come up with a preliminary treatment plan. Now, time to formally begin treatment.
Very, very cool stuff as well. And it fits so well. How do we get out here? It fits so well with the, it's here, isn't it? It fits so well with like the idea behind it as well. Like with Layla having trouble with like, you know, her sleep schedule. Oh my God, this place is gorgeous, isn't it? Holy hell. With her sleep schedule and having trouble like, you know, dealing with, the stress of all those situations as well. It really is a situation where like, they put two characters together once again that made sense to put them together, but also could have these like really beautiful interactions too, and hopefully she can help Layla out as well. Layla does concern me all the time, and she does make me feel like very, very sad for her sometimes too. Okay, so we have the Mizuki part 2. Is that up this way? I think it is. Yeah, it's up this way. Interesting to see what's going to be happening with the Layla storyline, honestly. These have been really fun so far. These have been super fun, honestly. Hello, Xion, how are you? Where's Mizuki? Oh my god, is this such a... It's like, I remember the Flower Festival stuff and then her story quest as well, Mizuki's story quest. So freaking fun, and Layla's here already. Such a good quest.
You're Miss Layla's alternate personality, yes?
Oh, the alternate personality, okay. Alternate personality. Don't mistake me, little Miss Yokai. I am Layla. I'm just sleepwalking right now. Dreamwalker Layla. And no less, I'd expect my dear friend Wonder, an apt soubrette.
Your personality is the opposite of Miss Layla's. Almost like a mask worn over her original personality.
Okay, so Mizuki's kind of like assessing this. A mask? No, that's how an amusing way of putting it.
How many more masks like you are there?
So there might be like multiple versions? That's a nice pose you're striking, little Miss Yokai. What would you do if I were to say more than one? It's so interesting to have Layla like, you know, because you know Layla's like the sweetest and like most gentle person ever. So to have like these type of words come out of Layla's mouth is always so weird.
My response depends on your answer, so please do so. But let me be clear, lies are of no use here.
Oh my god. You smiled at the smiliest person in the world. Look at Oh my, how terrifying, but relax, I'm one of a kind. And what's more, I'm nothing like you assume. I've never seen that face from the Traveler, that's so funny. At most, I help her with the homework and draw some star charts after she finally falls asleep. We know this for sure, right? We know this is actual thing. She's been pushing herself harder lately, piling more pressure on herself. Not that she'd admit it, but I know absolutely everything that goes on in her mind. She's clearly doing a good job, but she won't rest until she's found some flaw, even if there isn't one to find. Interesting, so this idea of like, you know, being a perfectionist, I guess, which can hold you back sometimes, right?
Such intense introjected aggression. Does Miss Layla rarely receive positive feedback in her
She should
daily
receive
life?
positive feedback. Her other students are very mean to her. The opposite. Her advisor and classmates all praise her to the skies. Okay, but there was a student who was mean to her. I remember her being very angry. But she ignores what she already accomplished, fixated instead on every little imperfection or unfilled gap. So it does seem like perfectionism. This kind of holds you back so much. There's been so many times. I'm not a perfectionist, but like sometimes I do focus on small details so much. I remember one day, I sneezed during a video and forgot to write down where it was, and I was like, I was looking for like legit for like I was looking for the spot in a 3-hour video for like maybe 30 minutes or something, just trying to find like where is this freaking sneeze? You know what I mean? And it's one of those things where like, you know, you can just have to either watch the whole video or just try to search for the exact location. And it's one of those, you might be like, how do you not remember this? How do you not remember where you sneeze in the video? I record sometimes like 6 hours worth of videos in a day. And then sometimes I will legit like 23 hours of videos during the week, like a whole week. So when you get to like editing like a bunch of videos in a row, you're like, where did I sneeze in them? Oh, it's like, oh man, I should have wrote that down. Cause usually I write down if I have to cut anything. But then like I remember like just these past few weeks, I've started to just be like, I'm not cutting it. You know what I mean? I sneezed. Who cares? I turned away from the mic and I sneezed. You know what I mean? No, like people don't actually care that much if they hear a sneeze off camera. You know what I mean? It's not going to bother them too much, you know? And I realized that and I kept them in the past few videos and nobody said a thing. Nobody's cared. You know, nobody gave a damn in the first place.
I understand. I'll adjust her treatment plan accordingly going forward. Just a word of caution. If Miss Layla does recover, you will disappear.
Whoa. This is like a big story beat for Layla. Is that so great? Looking forward to it. Oh my god, this is a huge story beat, right? Because that's a huge moment or a huge thing in Layla's story. What, confused, little Miss Yokai? I am Layla, I always have been. Rather than disappearing, I just be the mask being dropped. So you're saying that you would be like the real Layla. Wonder, would you mind supporting me a bit? I think she's about ready to wake. Oh my god. I love how she trusts us so much with that too, you know? She definitely does trust us with Layla. Quite a bit. Oh my god. What? Best eyebrows in the game. And look, he is supporting her. I've got you. Thank you. I'm supposed to be receiving therapy right now. I didn't sleepwalk again, did I? You did, but it's okay. Miss Mizuki, I didn't say anything rude or do anything I should have, did I? And again, I love Layla so much.
No, you didn't. Please relax. You did, however, suddenly wake up during the treatment. It gave me quite a start.
Right. I'm sorry, it must be because I barely slept these past few weeks. As soon as I stopped sleeping, well, I start sleepwalking.
In that case, how do you feel now after that little rest?
I slept well. I don't feel dizzy. My vision isn't blurry either. But I did have a very strange dream. In it, someone was sitting next to me. I couldn't see her face, but she was holding my hand the whole time. She seemed to be saying something, but I couldn't hear it. I just felt like her presence comforted me. So was this Mizuki?
It's okay. That's enough for now.
Or was it the other Layla?
Dreams are cherry blossoms carried by a swift current. Thinking of them fondly from time to time is fine. But should you try to reach out and grab them?
Alright, I understand. Yep.
In that case, today's session is concluded. Please return tomorrow at the same time, Miss Layla, and please be punctual.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for supporting me just that water. Don't worry, we'll be here whenever you need us to support you, Layla. I wish you had more parts and stories. Jesus Christ, put her in more parts of the game. I'll be going now, you know. I think I can write a great abstract. I just got handed I think I can write a great abstract now. Guys, I just got handed a note. It's from MiHoYo? They said the name of the summer event will be Layla's Gigantic Dream Party. And it's going to be all about Layla. And if anyone calls you a liar, they said call MiHoYo at my dad works at MiHoYo. Weird. Yeah, I think that what we have there with Layla and we have Heizou as well over here. What we have with Layla that's so interesting to me as a part of her story is that it's really good connecting, as you said, connecting Mizuki and to Layla, because Layla, has to do with has a big problem with her sleep pattern and stuff. I guess, and Mizuki's definitely someone who could definitely help with that. But there it just seems as well is that there's a possibility that I guess from the perspective of the sleepwalking Layla, that Layla could be the Layla that we see all the times. And it's very clear that Layla has a problem with perfectionism, which is something, again, can hold you back quite a bit from just getting things done sometimes, you know what I mean? And this was close to the same place that Neuvilette was in, right?
Yeah.
Imagine just dropped in. Oh, Hu Tao. Just dropping in. Oh my god, there's the perfect design as well. So clean. Such a clean design. Why is she looking at the bushes? Or is she looking over the bushes? I love her so much. What a funny image. She should be here by now. She's skipping her coffee today? You following someone? Charlotte? No way. Today's blend is her favorite flavor. She'll be here. Look at her. Are we shouting? Well, if it isn't the reporter Charlotte from the Steam Bird. You scared me half to death. Didn't anyone teach you not to sneak up on people? I only called your name a bunch of times. You did. Sorry then. I was focused on the report and photos. I didn't hear you. Still no sign of Clarande. Oh, Clarande. Though, is she really not coming today? Lined up for her for an interview? Lined up for an interview with her? You're not wrong. But if I can score the first interview with the champion duelist who never gives interviews, it'll be another front page hit. Of course, I'd get rejected like all the other reporters if I simply marched up to her, so I decided to take more of a roundabout approach to the problem, and what's that? First, I worked out a complete dossier, including all of her usual haunts and routines. Next, I'll camp out of those spots at specific times to await a perfect chance encounter. I'm even learning how to play tabletop games so I can visit the tabletop troupe in a few days and play through the new script with them, and maybe even the game master. If I could be the game master for a game Clarande is in, I could use the role to build up my rapport with her. This is a big plan. It's going to take a while. Of course, I never ask any inappropriate questions during a session. I never use the off-the-record statements in my reports. Ethically, sourced quotes only. Be careful when you run into Navia. Navia? I heard she's an avid gamer. What's the issue? You should practice voicing sentient doors. What? You should practice voicing sentient doors? And how to keep her from interrogating every frog. Oh, she investigates everything? Wait, what? Is that kind of the thing a game master has to deal with? That's nothing. Talk is what we journalists do best. If I ever get stumped by something, I'll dazzle her with my professionally honed spin technique. Nobody will answer. Nobody will be the wiser. Is that how you normally handle things? Wait, so when... No, oh, the popping up. I love the cute animations. When I speak with you, it comes straight from the heart. There's nothing I can't say to you. I love her so much. You know what's so sweet about this interaction? Is like the fact that like we're so close with Charlotte. We're close with everybody at this point that like this is just such a funny experience for us. Like it's like two friends just having a laugh. Gotta run. I need to get to Hotel de Boer. Cloran might be on her way to buy some cake there at this very second. See you later, Wonder. And don't forget, I want an exclusive interview next time we get the chance. We'll see again. That smile on our face shows like how close we have become with our gal here as well. It's so sweet. So sweet. And she is like a character like I really like in terms of the design and stuff like this. And I guess not like we don't like them personality wise. Oh, and Heizou's here as well, so more appear all the time. Yeah. Get to sit down on the bench beside Charlotte. Oh, we actually do! Okay. The film star's sure got a loose tongue. I told him to keep quiet. I adore Charlotte. I think we have such a strong relationship with her that is like, that's like, it's like not as like deep as like other characters, but like it's really like one of those like super friends that you meet randomly in the street and you just always have a chat with, you know what I mean? You're not planning to do anything dangerous, are you? Dangerous again, are you? Is that the kind of person you think I am? You think I, Charlotte, would go just recklessly bargain to foreign nations just to get the scoop? The smile on her face, look at this. Charlotte. Then you'd be right, yes I am. But even so, I still need to get the editor-in-chief to approve. I must have pitched a dozen reasons to cover Natlan by now. It's always a no. Not only that, but she won't even approve my vacation. I even promised to leave my cameras and spare film rolls behind during any personal trip to Natlan. But you didn't mention Monster Variety specifically. And you can buy film along the way there. Hey, it's not like I lied to her. I might have just omitted a detail too, which is okay. You can lie. We love a liar. And then the scoundrel that sold me the film went and sold me out too. Should we get him? Your face went straight to my dad and told him to ground me for a month. Are you kidding me, Charlotte? I'm gonna kill him. Still, even if I can't go to Nala, Nodkarai's fair game. I don't need him to fund this trip either. I've got plenty of savings. I've also heard my dad say that he knows some correspondent stationed there. So it's a perfect place for a vacation with news-related perks. So it seems like a lot of these stories are related to Nodkarai, which I think is a really cool way of like hyping up like the place we're gonna be going to, right? We are going to Nodkarai, right? The Adventurer's Paradise and Elysium. Its reputation alone is worth writing a few pieces about. Okay, I'm off to buy some supplies. I'll need some warm clothes and a whole lot of spare film and equipment. I need to convince Mom and Pop so they can contact their friends there. Otherwise, I'll need to find my own lodgings too. Do you want me to like help? I love these little interactions because they've done a good job of making these feel like they are, you know, casual interactions. Because even with Heizou there, it's like, yeah, like they could have like, it could have been a thing where like we were in a how do I say, where like they would have made us do a quest for it. But what they actually did here was actually very cool. It's just like him reciting what he did to us, and it does feel like it's one of those things of like, hey Heizou, how's work? Oh, this happened. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't feel. Wait, is that?
You don't need any kind of camouflage to fit into Nodkarai. People from everywhere in all walks of life congregate there. There isn't a thing you can wear that would stand out.
So we're getting some information here as well, but Nodkarai as well. Really? Then I'll just wear what I've got on now. Yeah, and your outfit's perfect, Charlotte.
You'll freeze to death.
I guess, but still. Perfect outfit. Tactful as always.
I'll make you something more suitable for the cold. Come pick it up in 2 weeks.
2 weeks to make... Okay. Understood. Thanks, Yori.
It's nothing. Oh, and by the way, those gloves you were eyeing earlier, they'd clash horribly with your look.
I mean... Getting some advice, you know? Sometimes you need, like, a good friend to, like, really tell you this stuff. Oh, well, I was just browsing. Oh, Charlotte.
And you won't accidentally bump into Clorand in my shop either.
Oh, is that when she came here? What? I wasn't.
When she orders gloves from me, I usually have Kirara deliver them straight to her door.
Oh my god, Shiori. I'm Charlotte.
The
Perfect.
only person you'll meet camping here for her is Chevreuse. Perhaps you've a taste for the Special Patrol's hospitality?
Maybe. No, not at all. Zero interest.
Like I said, 2 weeks. In-store pickup.
Yes, got it, and thanks.
Traveler, sorry to keep you waiting. If you'd like to buy something, just say so.
Well, I'm also just browsing.
I'm a bit busy, so no invitations to come in for tea and chit-chat
I love that
today.
they show that Shiori actually does like, you know, people. You know what I mean? Like, she can come off as cold, but she actually genuinely has like a lot of fun with all of us, you know? And genuinely likes us. And it takes a lot of care for someone to be honest about someone's look not working. I'm sorry, it does.
You know our business hours, so if you'd like to try or buy, just drop by then.
Sure.
I'll be heading back in. And, little Miss Journalist, remember, 2 weeks.
She's getting a nod cry outfit in 2 weeks. Yes, absolutely. She's so excited about it. Looks like nothing gets past Shiori. Time to change tack. You even came here to stalk Karan? Someone told me that Karan sometimes comes here to buy gloves. Turns out he was playing me for a fool. Who is it? We can get him. Was it him? Forget it. That's not what matters now. My priority is to stock up and try to prep for my trip to Nodcry. You convinced your parents? Mom wasn't totally sold, but I never imagined how supportive Pops would be. He even gave me advice on how to plan some potential stories, too. I mean, potential vacation spots to visit, I guess. I mean, she's trying to say this is a vacation time, but she's working, you know, such a hard worker. And not only that, he helped me buy a bunch of stuff and send letters to his friends there, asking them to help look after me. I already know them, though, veteran reporters and all. He's really supportive of you. Of course, he's the best dad in the world. Naturally, he's the top reporter in all of Teyvat, too. If we're lucky, Wanderer, we'll see each other in Nagkarai. Fantastic. I'm so for that. So are we saying, if that's maybe the end of that, are we saying that there's a possibility that Charlotte could show up in Nagkarai? Right? Could that be a possibility? Maybe. Maybe so. That's everyone here. And by the way, when I say when someone points out your work, your look isn't working, there's a difference between like that looks hideous on you. That you don't say that. I think what Shiori said is so good to be like, hey, with your look, that doesn't suit you that much. One of the best examples of this is recently there's a group I like called Artemis. They're fantastic, and there's a member of the group called Hasul, and she said that she was on a live stream one time, and she said that I want to dye my hair a different color. And everyone like joked and said, and it was some jokes, but some people were also like, you know, being honest and being like, your hair looks amazing, more of a darker color. It looks so good. And a lot of people were like, why are they being so mean? And she had to come out and explain, like, it's not mean. You know you're close with someone and you can talk to someone and someone's being honest with you if they can say stuff like that to you sometimes. I remember another example is I bought like a vest one time to wear. And I felt like, oh, does it look good on me? Does it not? And I felt like I wasn't really sure about it. And like I sent the picture to my friend and she texted back and was like, it doesn't really work. You know what I mean? She says, you always have like really, like, I like your clothes usually, but this is not, just doesn't work. And I think it was just because it was one of those like knitted vests and it was just the way that it was designed, it just didn't sit right, you know what I mean? And didn't look right with my look. And I didn't take offense to that. It was like, that's great that someone told me. It's better that someone tells you that. It's like how to say, like, we always used to say this when we used to watch like reality TV shows in terms of like music shows. Like say when I was a kid, you ever watch American Idol as a kid? When the singers would come in and they were not very great, the one thing we'd say is like, it's a duty of a parent to tell the child that you're not very good before they go on the X Factor or American Idol. I know it sounds horrible, right? Or at least get some training before you do it. You know what I mean? But like, you're telling someone that their look isn't what they want to wear, isn't a perfect look for them, isn't cruel if you're saying it in the right way and can actually help them get to a point where they like are confident. And again, you should wear whatever you want. Even if it's not a good look for you, wear whatever you want. I want to make that clear as well. But like if you're someone who does care about like, you know, how a look matches, then hearing about it isn't a bad thing either. But you have to make your feelings known on whether you want to hear that at all. Let's check around here again. Oh no, I was like Shiori, but she's with Dehya. Okay. Love seeing Shiori as well. Hello.
I'll expedite it, but custom-made clothes normally take longer to make. Should you leave before they're ready, I'll ship them to you via Komini Express.
There you go. Understood. You have my thanks.
Oh, it's nothing. You gave me very precise measurements to work with. This shouldn't take too long.
We have to, by the way, it's almost a tradition that we get jealous of Dehya's abs every time we see them.
Oh, and if you'd like, I can tailor dancing clothes for you as well.
Oh, nice. I don't need any. I'm just buying this so I can practice with my lady. Normally, I'd never get any use out of them. Yeah, it was a really pretty story about the idea of like helping Dunyazard practice and stuff like this.
Is that so? Yet your eyes lingered on every single article of dancewear in my boutique. If I'm not wrong, you favor satin with wave motifs and shorter hems with ties on the wrists and sashes at the waist.
That's so specific. I mean, like, Shiori's job, right?
I merely followed
That's
your gaze and made a
cool.
few simple observations. So, how's about it? If you'd like your own outfit, now's the perfect time to have one.
No,
made.
that's so cool that like Shiori notices those little things, like just like watching someone's eyes as they like you know, look around the store and stuff like this. And that's probably a good salesman as well. Like, what are they looking at? What are they able to see? Like, what are they liking or whatever?
Short on Mora.
No, that's not it. I brought enough, but
So you're hesitating for other reasons. Do you have any coins with you?
you're gonna flip a coin? Yeah, I've got some, but
Flip one. Heads buy, tails don't.
deciding the things with a coin toss, that feels pretty arbitrary. But like, who knows? Oh, Dehya looks like she's so nervous. It's okay. That's way too random. I actually,
Toss it. Now.
if Shiori told me to toss a coin, I would literally throw up my coins up in the air like in that Batman movie.
The moment you do so, you'll know what your heart wants.
Yes, ma'am. Throw them all in the air. Dehya takes out a coin and flips it. It rotates in the air a few times before she catches it on the back and left hand, slamming it right over. That's very cool.
So, heads or tails? You needn't look. If right now part of you was whispering, please be heads.
That's such an interesting way of putting it. Oh my god.
It's time for you to buy yourself a new
Yeah,
outfit.
and like, treat yourself.
Don't miss out on something you truly want because of some meaningless concerns
Yes.
you may have.
I tend to be a person that like you know, I try like I always like, you know, I always like to save money and stuff like this and things like this, but like I tend to be a person who like agonizes over buying anything. You know, I recently bought like for the channel and myself, I'm not gonna lie, it's for myself as well. I bought a Steam Deck. And we've been using it to play horror games and stuff like this in the channel, and we're going back to playing some horror games in the next few weeks as well. But I agonized over it, man. I agonized over it until like I literally was like talking about it to like one of my friends, and like they like were on the phone to me, and they literally talked me through it. They're like, "Go into the store right now." I'm like, "Wait, they're like, no, right now. You know you need it and you want it and you're gonna use it all the time." But yeah. All right, boss, make me some clothes. That's awesome. That's so awesome for Dehya.
Excellent. Step inside and you can tell me about your requirements. Over some tea, of course.
Yeah. And he is really tall, though, like for, well, she's tall enough, I guess. And she also has
Traveler,
heels.
Care to join us? We can take your measurements while we're at it.
I would want, like, where's the option for yes? Look, hear me? I'm trying my best to find the option.
Suit yourself. Just drop by during our normal operating hours when you'd like to place an order. I trust you know when those are by now. Ms. Dehya, this way, please.
That's one thing I'd love for this game. Legitimately, I'd love to have skins for the main for Ether. I'd love to have like different outfits and stuff like that. The one that like always like I always wanted is the flower crown. But yeah, like I loved it. Like Dehya's such a hard worker. She is such a hard worker. She's such a great person. Like like on the baseline, she's a fantastic person. So like for her to be able to treat herself like this to an outfit. Oh my god, there he is. Fancy Pants McPretty Face. How you doing? Looking at some outfits. The style has a certain light-hearted charm. I believe Ayaka would find it pleasing. Doing some shopping, Ayato? I actually would look good on Ayaka, for sure. Now, this is a fortuitous encounter, wonder. I previously pre-ordered a batch of fabrics from Ogura's, and they would typically be delivered to the Kamisato estate for us to make our selection. However, I was already at the Tenshukaku today for discussions with Her Excellency, the Almighty Shogun. Interesting that we're getting this type of tidbit, right? I love this about these conversations too. They're just like slight little tidbits every time. I thought I might as well stop by and review them in person. So you chose the fabrics personally. Were they meant for ordinary use? Then they would naturally be handled by the relevant staff. However, consideration for attire's use in official functions begins with the fabric and colors. These I often see too personally. Gorgeous! After all, the Kamisato clan's role within the Yashiro Commission, overseeing cultural and civil affairs, even minor choices regarding textile patterns draw public scrutiny. Okay. Many merchants market their products using Yashiro Commission-approved labels after annual procurements. I did once delegate the task, but vendors rushed to offer my representative bribes, and the temptation proved too much for him. It was no small matter to resolve. Okay, so like he can't delegate anymore because he's worried about... Okay, fair enough. I've personally overseen such matters since. A stitch in time saves 9. Sounds exhausting. Never realized clothing could be so complicated. The Yashiro Commission's duties are never simple. I've grown accustomed to it. I've already narrowed it down to 2 candidates, and yet I find myself hesitating between them. Would you lend me your judgment? Sure. This is pretty important. Are you sure it's okay for me to choose? You are one of my most esteemed guests. More importantly, you're Ayaka's close friend. Rather than being merely okay, I would say none are better suited. It's so funny, like, that's like such a brother thing to do as well, to like, you know, another boy. And you are her friend. 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 Okay, buddy? But no, that's not what he's doing. In any case, your bearing and sophistication assure me of your excellent taste in fabrics. Oh. Yeah, I think that the one on the right would suit Ayaka a lot. Fine choice. Excuse me. This one, please. Please bundle 5 bolts for delivery to the Kamisato estate. I think it would suit her a lot. My gratitude. It was quite a dilemma. I still have a few other matters to attend to. One of them said the garments are ready. Please to visit our estate. I'll be there. Farewell now, Wonder. Until our next meeting. Beautiful stuff. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. Another anecdote there. And again, I don't know how... I think like someone was saying to me, like a patron was saying that you can actually do like a lot of these in like one day because they offer like a lot of them. If you don't do them on some days, you get to do more on the next day, which I actually think is very, very cool.
Oh, okay, I've got it. Thank you, Collei.
We're standing behind her like a bodyguard, how it should be. If you're interested, you can also read the section of the Nilotpala lotuses, a study of properties in the rainforest vegetation. If anything gives you trouble, come find me anytime and we can talk about it.
Understood. Thanks again, Collei.
You're not going to leave satisfied. I told you not to say thank you so much. Senior Researcher Collei, always a pleasure. Greetings, Professor Collei, is very funny. It's you, please don't tease me like that. I'm sorry. Definitely nailed the senior role model look. You look so professional. No, I was just helping out my junior colleagues with some of their work on the plant identification, that's all. And of course you could do this, right? You learned out of the best. And you are amazing yourself. This is legit one of my favorite characters of all time. There were originally only supposed to be 2 or 3 people coming over as a quick study session, but I never imagined so many people would show up. Once again, it was Master Tonari who stepped in. He helped us reserve one of the bigger unused classrooms. We could never have had seats for everyone otherwise. It's just that I planned to sit down with everyone and review the questions together. I love, by the way, sorry, I shouldn't brush past it. The fact that Tonari like helped out here, it does feel like very like, although it's probably probably part of his job. It's really cute that he's helping out Collei with us too. But Tonari made, oh my god, I planned to sit down and review the questions together. But Tonari made me go up to the podium. He's doing it. He wants you to like get better at that stuff for sure. It was my first time out there, and so many people down below that I froze and couldn't say a single word. Really? I prepared for a few days in advance, even reorganized all my notes from my old patrols. Once I was up there, my mind just went blank. I couldn't remember anything. Oh, that can happen. That can definitely happen. Thankfully, Master Tonari did the introduction for me, and everyone said their piece. He then summarized all the questions and left it to me to answer them. Honestly, he's so great. He's so great. That's such a fantastic thing. He didn't like, let her just like crumble under pressure. She felt that pressure. It got a little bit too much, and especially with all the stuff she's gone through in her life. I love that Tonari stepped in and was like, look, I'll help out. I loosened up after answering the first few and really started getting into it. By the end, I almost forgot he was still there. I guess it must have really focused. That's the thing. Whenever I would do a presentation anytime, I found that like I always said, if you make someone laugh once during the presentation, or if you get or if you answer a question properly once, the confidence level rises. Looks like your hard work is paying off. Yeah, you did put in the effort, you know. You know, it's also thanks to everyone else's help too, and that's okay. Getting help isn't a bad thing. You haven't forgot to eat too, have you? Oh, please be eating, Collei, please. That's right, I was just so busy today. I haven't had much to eat since this morning. I'm gonna go eat now. I still have to go to be his teaching assistant later. Oh, you're Tighnari's teaching assistant? That's so cool. See you next time, Water. Maybe next time I'm up there on the podium, it'll be for an official lecture, not touring. That would be fantastic. And you're gonna do amazing. You're gonna do fantastic. And you have such a bright spirit and personality. People would love to listen to you. Honestly. And people would love to hear what you have to say. For sure. That's so awesome. And you see like the relationship that is first of all, Cyno here. He's in a different place altogether. But like you see the relationship that they have, by the way, with each other. It's supportive while also allowing her to like not make mistakes. It's supportive while also allowing her to like actually progress, right? In a lot of ways. Not like overshadowing her in any way. Because of course like Tighnari like is like such a fantastic person here as well when it comes to the academia, to the point that they beg him to like come back and like you know, work within the academia on different things all the time. He could easily have just like overshadowed, but no, he helped her out a little bit and then said, look, now you answer the questions. It like helps her out, makes her feel like she's still like, you know, very much like taken care of, but at the same time gives her like the independence to move forward with all the other stuff too. And Collei definitely deserves to have that as well, especially with all this stuff. She gets nervous, like, you know, when and understandably so when people touch her, you know, she's a very nervous person, and I'm very glad she got to this point with this as well. So interesting. Okay, so good to see you guys. I'm stuffed, and this time my tongue was safe from being burned by heat or spice. Thanks, Xianyun. Oh, because of the ice? He's so adorable. No trouble at all, miss. With a well-stocked kitchen like Xiangling's, making a bowl of noodles is nothing. I see. What I say? See what I say? Told you someone who'd make delicious. I told you I knew someone who makes delicious cold dishes. You're here too, Xianyun? That's right. Xianyun's signature dish: cold noodles and mountain delicacies. It's just as perfect for Kirara. I was passing through the area when Xiangling came up to me. She said she had something really urgent she needed my help with. So I followed her and wound up making a bowl of noodles with some sides for Miss Kirara. When you put it like that, thanks to his condition, Xianyun can't handle hot or spicy foods either. Yes, of course. Yes, a happy coincidence. I use one of my recipes to prepare a simple meal. Thankfully, it seems to suit Miss Kirara's taste too. He's so cute. It's so cute. Xianyun, come on, no need to act like a stranger. If you keep this up, I won't take you to see Irori or Ito. Irori and Ito? Xianyun said he's always wanted to see supernatural creatures, but for some reason he's never managed to. Ito's a full-blooded Oni, and Ori's a proper great yokai. It just so happens that I can make the introductions. That would be amazing for Xianyun. Great yokai? Do they, Miss Kirara, what exactly do the spirits and monsters of Inazuma like? Do they harm people with magic? Ito, definitely not. If they're really fierce, I can always ask the Lanyan from Shenyu Vale's Lan clan to help. Her family's cumin arts will definitely be able to subdue them. Right, and there's also my friend Sig Show. His swordsmanship is top-notch, and he'll definitely help. There's just, that's just the sort of noble soul he is. Showing your buddy about that, calm down a sec. Those two aren't the kind of supernatural creatures you're thinking of. They aren't, but like I love his enthusiasm and how he thinks about Sig Show in this moment too. Hey, don't get the wrong idea, Xianyun. Irori and Ito are both good people. Good yokai. The worst, and I mean the absolute worst thing Ito's ever done is refusing to admit he lost the card game. He still owes me a tricolor dango for that, of course. Iroi is also nice. It's just every time I pass through Shinju Forest, he drags me to playing hide and seek. Huh? That's completely different from what I've read. The books also say that everyone in Liyue stands on swords while they surf through the skies. Don't believe everything you read. That sells it. If you're taking the boat with me in a few days, I'll take you to see them and my granny too. Very well. I'll start getting ready now. I'll need to bring my yokai booklet too. That's so sweet. And again, you know what it is? It's like what I said all along about Genshin. You put any characters together and it's like the most fun thing in the world. Like, I'd never thought of like putting Kirara together with Xianyun. But like, it's so fun, right? The idea of like him helping her with spicy food, but also at the same time, Kirara then helping him find an Oni as well, which is such a cute thing as well. I think it's such an adorable thing. Really just unbelievably sweet interactions as usual with these characters. And again, like Xianyun being very enthusiastic about seeing like these Oni and these ghosts. It's going to be the first time we've seen like something like this. But also, think how he mentions Xianyun as well in like such like an adorable fashion too. How long is actually left, by the way, in this in this one here. There's 34 days left. We have so much. Like, we're going to be doing multiple videos on this, guys, for sure. There's multiple videos I want to do on this. So this is just going to be the first one, and then we'll do more as time goes on. Even if this was like, if you guys want to see more of this, and I see that as well, then 100% I will continue to do more of these. I think it'd be really fun to do more of these with time as well. And this time, like, hopefully I won't have a mishap like I did before. Yeah, I love the interaction between the two of them as well. So sweet. So practical as well, the way that, like, the Genshin writers saw, like, oh yeah, who could help with the spiciness of the food? Shangyun. Then who could help him find some ghosts and Odi? Kirara. Very, very cool stuff. You okay, Kirara? Oh, she's adorable. She's absolutely adorable. Oh, kind and generous Aurorai. And all our Tanuki. I promise I'll bring you lots of treats next time, so please let me go this once. Let me go? You're not doing anything to Kirara.
And here I thought you were a fast runner, little Nekomata. Yet you can't even catch a few little Tanuki? Youth these days. No discipline at all.
You're having some trouble? Like, we're not doing anything to Kirara. That's not happening. And you need to understand that now.
Oh, the hide-and-seek master has shown himself. Ask him for lessons.
Wait, because she hasn't finished hide and seek, you're not letting her go? Wanna please help me reason with Aurorai? I really don't have time to play today. I got a whole pile of deliveries left. Every time a delivery takes me through the Shinju Forest, Aurorai stops and has me play hide and seek with this Tanuki. Okay, Aurorai, I understand you want to have fun, but she has a job to do, okay? And she's very important, okay? It's fun to play with him every now and then, but every single time while I'm on the clock, it's understandable. You're working. It's understandable. After all, it's not like I can just sit around all day, like Aurorai.
You insolent little Nekomata.
No, don't talk like that.
I am Ioroi, hidden protector of the grove. It is a most heavy responsibility I bear. What do you mean, sit around here? Do you mean to say that I am idle?
Idle, one of my favorite groups. A heavy responsibility, huh? True enough. You pretty heavy now that you're a big old rock. She's like, you're a rock. You are a stone. But that's not the point. Hurry up and lift the barrier spell, or I'm going to be late delivering my packages.
Why are young yokai all so impetuous? Did you really think I'd hinder your duties?
It seems like you were?
Yobu Koban, has the package been delivered?
Wait, they delivered the package for her?
Yes! Left it on the table.
Oh my god, so she could play? Wait, when did you... my package?
Ha! Still so young, little yokai. I knew who the package was for the moment you set foot in my forest. And while you wandered about, had Yobu Koban go and...
My delivery received. Oh my god, she's angry. Rare to see Kirara. Oh, she's like doing like...
What's wrong?
I've never seen her like this.
Why are you suddenly radiating such intensity?
Oh my god. My delivery receipt is stuck in the box. If they don't sign it, then delivery isn't considered complete. And if they throw away the box, I may as well never have delivered the package at all. All that work. Oh, and this is why you don't just do something while assuming that it's going to help. You ask them if you can do it, right? If this delivery is for nothing, then you're not getting any moss cleaned next time I'm in Shinju Forest. Well, you were cleaning the moss for him as well? Kirara, you're too good. You're way too good. And once you're all overgrown, you'll just be a big dumb rock that nobody can even see. She's very upset. No, that wasn't fair what they did. Okay, I understand they were trying to help, but it wasn't fair, you know?
Yeah, you come back! Yobu Koban after her! You absolutely positively must help her get that...
Because he wants his moss clean?
Thingy back.
I think they're taking advantage of her kindness a little bit, this guy, you're right? Because, and not the little guys, right? They're always so sweet and we love them to pieces. But I do think that there is like a little bit of like, guys, you know, Kirara's a sweetheart and she genuinely would like help you out with anything. She would. And look at the scene. It's so beautiful, isn't it? But I think that's like one of the big issues. It's like, because she's such a sweetheart, I think that's why it's so easy, I think, to feel bad sometimes that she's like, does that make sense? It's so easy to like to feel so bad because like she's such a genuine person, and she wants to help, and she works so hard that like while I love these little guys and like I adore this character of Aurora as well, I love them. Like, and I know it's played up for jokes. I just like you know, they should have checked first if that was okay. What if we deliver your packages and get them to sign the receipt, you know? But obviously that would have been harder as yokai. It's interfering with our work, and that's not fair. It's not fair at all. Legitimately so cool that they have other parts of the story for these encounters. Of course, I haven't seen all the encounters, and I won't see all the encounters, but we might be able to do them over the course of a month, like do some more after this episode as well. Wait, what? 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 With Kaya? Are you kidding me? That's so interesting. Look at this angle as well. You're absolutely right. Nothing beats Mondstadt's dandelion wine. It's your long-awaited homecoming, so drink up. Make the most of it. Oh, and while this apple cider and the dandelion wine here are stellar, I must also recommend the cocktails. Death Afternoon is my personal favorite. Sign of vice, Sir Kaya. Let me see. Oh, Wonder, can't believe we actually did run into each other here. Welcome back to Mondstadt. I thought when he was like, hey, baby, I'll see you there, we weren't actually going to see him. They're connected. That's really cool. Hearing that from you feels a bit odd. The honorary knight of Avonia is welcoming a Mondstadter back home. Oh, don't mind me. It's just hard to describe. I'm happy, but also feeling a bit nostalgic. It's been so long. And the things you had to take care of, with your mother, right? Oh my god, he's so pretty. Look at that. I already sorted through everything my mother left for me. Some were important documents, other were mementos, but everything was in good shape. I also inspected and cleaned the house thoroughly. Old places that stay empty too long tend to start falling apart after all the leaks here, cracks there. I just finished the cleanup. It took way longer than I expected. Then I thought I'd pop out for some fresh air, and that's when I bumped into Sir Kaya. Mr. Thoma, you're always welcome here. The honorary knight isn't alone in being glad to see Ulrich's son home. I'm sure you feel the same. Thank you both. Honestly, if I hadn't run into Sir Kaya, I'd have struggled to even begin catching up on everything that's changed here. Think nothing of it. Ulrich joined the Knights of Avonius here before me, and it's my pleasure to assist her family. Besides, I'm rather enjoying my time with you. Hearing a Mondstadter's first-hand account of Inazuma beats learning about it from reports any day. If you're interested in hearing more, maybe we could exchange addresses. There's a lot of things that can be explained, but in a few words over drinks. Gladly. Just address your letters to the Knights of Avonius and on your end. You can send them to the Yashiro Commission in Inazuma. This is so nice. Only half a day back home, I've run into an old friend and met a new one, who even knows my family. That's too much good fortune to not toast to. Cheers. Oh, Death Afternoon. Now that's strong stuff. Oh dear, are you quite alright? I wish I could handle strong liquor, but phew, I can already feel my face turning redder than a beet after just one glass. Oh my god. This scene is so fun. It's so fun. Have some non-alcoholic cider. Surprising Ulrich could drink most sailors under the table. Yeah, I remember tagging along with her to the Knights of Avonius banquets. They were right here at the Angel Share. So sweet. Then all the adults were drinking dandelion wine and apple cider, and I was the only one stuck drinking non-alcoholic version. Drove me mad, too. Let me guess, what happened next? You snuck a taste of the grown-up drinks? Oh my god. Plus, I swapped my glass and one of the adults. I recall being seated near the kitchen. What monster kid hasn't pulled a trick at least once? Still, Luke and I did something similar when we were children. I knew it. There's some things only fellow monsters really understand. So sweet. Anyway, that drink burned young me's throat like wildfire. Later, my mother sent some apple cider to Inazuma. I thought the taste might be mellower than I remembered, given it had been so long. Nope, still burned all the way down. I ended up having to share the rest with the other Kamisato retainers. But they loved it. That's so fun. Gave me a whole pile of gifts too, which is sent back here along with my letter. Huh. There was a time that Ulrich was passing out Inazuma snacks to everyone. Is that why? Oh my god. Did you get to try any? I did. Dango, I believe. Good stuff. To whom in the Yashiro Commission do I owe my thanks? The Dango. I think that was Miss Kamisato. Lord Kamisato sent tempura. Hirasato sent seasoned nigori. Just 2 bottles for a whole smorgasbord of snacks. Well, like mother, like son. That was your kindness and enthusiasm being gifted back to you, I'd say. Oh my god. You may not have heard, but when your mother left for Dog Cry, we knights threw a farewell party here. Okay. It was supposed to be a small event, but so many people attended that the place was packed. Take it from someone with first-hand experience. Free spirited and thoughtful, gentle and kind, Erlang is the very model of a knight. I love hearing this. And yeah, oh my god, it's like Thoma. Looks like the apple doesn't far fall from your family tree. She'll be thrilled to hear that. Next time I write to her, I'll be sure to pass on your kind words along. Maybe toss in a bottle of good Inazuma sake. But for now, how about we switch to non-alcoholic cider? Look at him. Fine by me. A little variety never hurt anyone. Between having heard your tales and making a new friend, this round's on me. Yours included. Honorary knight. Thank you so much. Don't mind if I do. The little shrug. By the way, Thoma, you've never finished telling those yokai legends you meant before. You, Thoma, and Kai talk of the tales of Inazuma yokai. Okay. Very well. Kitsune and Baka Dinuki making a bed. Now that's a story. Actually, it's not a story. It's true. If you should ever visit Inazuma, you can come find me at the Yashiro Commission. I'll introduce you to real yokai in Inazuma, whether Oni or Tengu. They work honest jobs like everyone else. Love this. I'm already looking forward to it. Today's drinking session has been most fruitful. Then it's settled. I expect they'll all be thrilled to have you as their new friend. Oh my god, the toast! Look at this! This is so freaking sweet. All three of these together as well. The scene here was so freaking good. It was so good. And I think what was so great about it was it wasn't just like this thing where like now they're all starting to talk about not cry and stuff like this. But it's also this thing where they're like showing like a bunch of things. First of all, the return of a Mondstadter in Thoma being able to return home to Mondstadt is such a sweet thing. And meeting Kaya, who like is such a, I think is such a MVP of Mondstadt in terms of like greeting people. I think it's almost like maybe intentional that like, he's always like the front line of like greeting anyone good or bad as they come into Mondstadt, you know? He's always like trying to, I think he's always trying to assess people and ascertain their meanings and why they're there. But I love the mention of like how respected Thoma's mother here is in Mondstadt, and how like the relationship between Inazuma and Mondstadt is much better now, how all this stuff is like really working out for them. But it's just such a sweet moment to have like, you know, to exchange gifts, to exchange cultures, to exchange items, to exchange I love the exchange of the cultures in this. I love it. And like the idea as well, talking about the different Inazuma sweets, the Mondstadt alcohol, the Inazuma treats, the yokai in Inazuma, all this stuff, like that exchanging of cultures through a drink, like it literally is. This is what these anecdotes are. They're casual conversations with friends, sitting around a table, having a drink, talking about each other's culture. That's the most beautiful thing in the freaking world you can do. And sharing these moments with each other is so fantastic as well. And even included us in this thing also. And then talk about Thoma's mother, how like, you know, Kaya and us can clearly see that like Thoma is very much like his mother in terms of how like respected he is. And he is so well respected when it comes to being a knight. So it's like honestly like a really, it is the perfect analogy of like the apple not falling far from the tree in this sense too. I love that he has a great relationship with his mother too. Like it's not just this thing where like, it's like, they're like estranged or anything, which again, it can be a great story too. But I like that like, you know, these anecdotes really focus on a lot. Sometimes they can be like a little bit stressful, you know, for the characters themselves. But I love that they do focus on like very like on the ground stuff that happens in like almost everyday life for people in this world as well. And that's such a beautiful way to do it too. It really is. Whereabouts is it? I pressed it. Would you believe I pressed the button for the map for, I think, Last Defense Academy. No, not Last Defense Academy, for Honkai Star Rail. Does this count towards my commissions, by the way? Is that Dory? Dory, can you leave Sayu alone, please? Does it? I want to see if this counts towards my commissions. Maybe not, because we didn't actually do anything. Yeah, we didn't do anything. I thought this would count to, we would literally just like talk to people. What's happening here? You okay, Sayu? I see. Oh, look at Sayu. She's adorable. I see. Sononijutsu can disguise someone as a potion bottle after all. But think about it. A human-sized bottle. Now, would that be eye-catching sight? Look at the little finger wag here as well.
Really? But making a ninja gadget like that would take forever. And it'd be a real pain.
Yeah, it'd be a real pain. Oh my god, what are you trying to sell this time? I love that we came in trying to protect Sayu from whatever scheme is happening here. What scheme are you cooking up this time? I wonder, what brings you here? We're not letting Sayu get caught up in anything. Sayu, what you push? I love how protective we are of Sayu as well. Look at this. That's so cute. Sayu, what is she pushing on you?
I ran into Dory while I was shopping, and she dragged me into helping film an advertisement.
What? An advertisement?
She talked so fast, I couldn't even get a word in, and bought me lots of snacks and drinks. So
Okay.
I've been listening to
Oh,
her talk this whole
Sayu.
time.
But like, she's definitely trying to like get something out of this as well. What did she say? She roped her into like filming something. Is that what she said? A little potion less than the newest, most valuable treasure in Lord Sagamia's Bay portfolio. Behold, feast your eyes on the ultra-amazing miracle tonic, guaranteed to make you taller with zero effort. Now, come on, that's playing on Sayu's emotions here. The name's a guaranteed mouthful. Never mind the potion. Come on, customers. These days don't have the patience for in-depth pamphlets or detailed explanations. So I just crammed everything they needed to know about the potion and its effects into a name. It's a bit long, sure, but it gets the point across loud and clear. Look at her smile.
Sounds nice, but I don't have any more. The Shine Maiden took
Why'd they take your allowance? And you're not giving her any more anyway, Sayu. You're not giving her anything anyway. That's wage theft, yeah.
No, not at all.
Oh.
It's just for safekeeping.
Oh my god.
If I need money, I can ask her for it.
She's the most adorable character in history, isn't she?
I've never really understood budgeting and always spent too fast.
That's okay.
So, by the end of the month, I never had anything
100,
left.
and that's such a natural thing to happen when you get a bit of money, you want to spend it. So understandable. That's so cute.
Once the Shine Maiden found out, she insisted on helping me do, an audit.
An audit, yeah, an
Then
audit.
She sat me down
Oh,
and went through
Sayu.
my expenses all night long.
That's good though. That's good to like figure out what you're spending stuff on, and it can help you like have more money for stuff you actually want, and maybe stuff you need as well.
Turns out, I keep buying random stuff, none of which I can actually use.
Oh.
My house is stuffed full of unopened Komani
Yep.
Express packages.
I mean, this happens sometimes, like especially like I think like this was like a big thing with especially like lately in the past like 5 years, I think it's become even bigger, where like because delivery can just show up in a flash. People just buy stuff they like don't even need sometimes. You know what I mean? Because it's dopamine. It feels good sometimes to buy something and know it's on the way. And then when the package arrives, you're like, oh my god, you know? Yeah.
She helped me go through them and discovered 5 different types of height-boosting medicines,
Oh.
6 kinds of nutritional supplements, and a whole bunch of different shoes and insoles.
She was getting insults for her shoes, but she's trying to buy supplements because she wants to grow. Oh my god.
So she said that starting this month, she'll manage my stipend. If I want to buy something, I have to ask her first. No more impulse
I think it's
buying.
not a bad idea, right? And like especially for someone who like some people are just not great with their money spending and stuff like this, and I think if you budget stuff and you see where your money is going, eventually you can then manage those finances against you. Because again, you're like obviously like very excited to buy stuff, and you're a great person, and you're very very adorable. But eventually like maybe you'll learn to like maybe buy stuff like that you actually need, and that can happen. So Miss Ninja, hypothetically, and I do mean hypothetically, if you were to tell that kind of shrine maid that you wish to purchase my potion, not happening. She'd never approve the expense. Please, Wander, such harsh language. You implied that I, Lord Sangre Bay, am lying. I'm saying that I don't want her buying something like that. You probably aren't lying. But of course, it matters a bit is that would I ever? You just aren't telling the truth. Interesting way of putting it. Wonder, how could you? Is that really how you see me? You know that I'm neither of the largest nor fastest of the felines. Her animations are always so perfect. So perfect. You're not a cheetah and aren't a lion. Don't even think about using corny jokes to weasel out of this. I love how protective we are of Sayu. Like, it's so great. God, living up to your name and fame, Water. To be so well versed in knowledge, you are well traveled indeed. Fine, forget it. Miss Ninja, since Wander's your friend, allow me to make you a special offer. What's the special offer? She was about to buy too, but a Wander here and acting all familiar with Sayu, I can't mark it up. As long as you're willing to help me make the ad, the potion is on the house. Okay, that's not too bad. That's the ticket. Short-term loss, long-term profit. Once sales take off, I'll earn back every more a dozen times over. You should give her the potion and pay her. That's going to be a sign-on bonus is the potion. During the production of the advertisements, all potions you consume shall be free of charge. That's a bonus. You're going to pay her as well. Look at her. How could you ever try to trick her? That's not all, Wonder. Here, take this bottle. Free sample. Did I hear the word free escape your lips?
Really? But with Hi. Can we really film an ad?
You can. Don't worry about that whatsoever. Not to worry. When it comes to making an ad, height simply isn't a problem. All you need to do is use your ninjutsu and poof. Turn yourself into a potion bottle and then burst open with another big poof. Is she able to do that? Oh, burst out of it. Look at her. Even her like face. She's so cute. And then potion bottles will come raining down from the sky. Now that'll wow the audience. You can review this, by the way, which is really weird. You can't press the review button.
I can't do that with my ninjutsu.
Write something she could do right now. No problem. I'll manage to hire a magician from Fontaine to help. What? We'll film the ad together and soon it'll be seen across the valley. You talking about Lyney? You hired Lyney?
Then I need to go ask for some time off. I've been working so hard lately. She'll definitely approve it.
You're working so hard. We just need to make sure she's doing okay. We can check in on her, right? We can check in on her.
Then I need to go ask for some time off. I've been working so hard.
Sayu, I swear to God, if you need me to hurt someone, we'll go fight Dory. It'll be like the final boss. Again, I don't hate Dory, right? I just don't like the treatment that she is given to a lot of characters in this game at all. So maybe I'm not a big fan. Maybe I'm just not a big fan. And like, Sayu shouldn't just get a potion, she should get paid as well, you know what I mean? That's how it should go. Oh! So last time was Iansan, now it's Aoife. Interesting.
All right, this should do the trick.
I wonder will the new one show up every day, maybe? Prepping some meds for baby Saurians?
Ah, sharp eye, traveler. Here, check this out. A new formula I just whipped up. Works like a charm for juvenile saurians suffering from appetite loss. Just one problem. It's too good. If juveniles without appetite issues eat it, let's just say they start binging.
Okay.
Case in point, a few days ago, Kakuku swiped 2 tablets while I wasn't looking, and...
Stay in that room for a second!
I'd say it works. I love Kakuku so much. What a great addition to the game.
Looks like the flavor profile needs a tweak. Otherwise, Natlan's gonna have a juvenile saurian obesity epidemic shortly.
I guess like they don't want them like because actually I think with animals, and correct me if I'm wrong, with animals if they like eat stuff they're not supposed to eat and eat too much of it, they can become susceptible to predators as well, right? Am I wrong in saying that? Who's like, just let me do it, bro. Very interesting. Wait, so like, was that a secret anecdote? Does it show up here now? It does. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to Natlan, and I'm gonna check this out again. The edit that I did for that video there actually was it took a little bit longer than I thought it would, but like I think it's gonna turn out okay. I do. I'm trying to put all of them in order as well. But if I don't get all the Natlan characters, it's not over, you know what I mean? Because I think that they're gonna probably update some stuff next week as well. So we can come back if needs be too. You know what I mean? Where we can come back if we miss a Natlan character. That's why I'm not going to call it all anecdotes anyway. So let's craft something here. I always just craft like something we might need. So we're leveling up. I don't know what I just did there. We're leveling up soon. Yeah. And will someone show up? Iansan. Okay, great. Okay, awesome.
1, 2. Should need to make a few more.
What are you making, Iansan?
Some topical injury ointments. One of our tribesmen, the idiot, put way too much weight on the barbell for his squats. He lost control and threw out his back.
Oh, that's so sore. Oh my god, man. Anything with your back.
He's just lucky others reacted so fast. If they hadn't managed to rush in to stabilize the barbell.
No, like legitimately, like especially like gym accidents can be so horrific. That could have gone horribly, yeah.
I gave him a detailed, clear training plan and specifically warned him multiple times to have me spot him if he wanted to push himself with heavier weights.
And it just makes sense. It's just good advice.
But no, the fool got all full of himself, had to try on his own, and refused to listen to everyone else.
Right.
Now he's stuck with a busted back. Even my special ointments can't cure him overnight. What a pain. Now I'll have to go and give them another safety lecture in a few days.
You're a good trainer. You are a good trainer. Okay, so there's another thing that we had done there as well. We have Iansan as well. Now, I think it's... I wonder if we were at the limit yesterday. I could try it again. But again, it's showing how Iansan is so good at this stuff as well. We can just craft this here as well. We could just craft this anyway. No. So what if we... I heard as well, like, it's also like you can interact with Catherine.
Astra Abyss.
So maybe if we do this... Please not judge the stuff that I'm getting here. I think it could be daily for the Natlan characters. I think it could be a different Natlan character every single day.
Ad Astra. I am sorry.
Because we, yeah, I think it could be Natlan characters every single day. That just could be the case, which is fine. Which means we're probably gonna like for this video we're gonna be missing one Natlan character because I won't have enough time before we upload the video to like get that one Natlan character. Because obviously I have to have it edited up and out on time on that day. It's gonna be releasing Sunday. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, another really fun conversation there. It wasn't fun because obviously what happened, but like it is one of those things where it's like we get to know these characters a little bit better. It's like a casual conversation, and that's what it's meant to be. It's literally just us passing by and then being like, oh yeah, someone hurt their back today, you know? Yeah, it's very interesting the way they do it. Okay, so we're back again with another one of these, and this will probably be the final one for this part. Now, I think they're probably going to update more of these, and we can do more of these as the weeks go on. I want to do the other Natlan character, but I won't have time, especially with the time I'm recording now, to get all the videos ready, unfortunately. And it was like poorly timed by me, but I didn't even know that you could meet this many Natlan characters as well. But we can do more of these. There's no problem doing some more of these after this. So we're gonna try and see if like so we're gonna claim all. And then we're going to dispatch again. I wonder if this will work. Yes, it does. And we got Xilonen here. Honestly, that's awesome. Really cool. One of the coolest characters in the world. Another commission for me by name? Nah, not taking it. Send it back where it came from. If they want to talk business, they can drop by my shop in person. I don't discuss work via letter. Can you really send a commission back the way it came? You have no idea how tedious business correspondence is. She's so freaking cool. A dozen or more letters could bounce back and forth, and you could change the dimensions of a single component. Before you could change the dimensions of a single component. I've wasted more time delivering letters than I care to tally up. Anyone who's got that much time can come to the tribe and talk with me face to face. It's more efficient that way. Okay, and again, like, you know, it probably would be like more communicative. Huh? Another letter? And they insist I open it? Seriously? I love... She's so cool. She's so cool. Something on your mind? It's Mavwika. She's already at my workshop waiting to discuss things with me face to face. She's like, I want to discuss things with me face to face, but not that way. Mavwika? Oh, she's like, Mavwika. Nope, not gonna happen. I gotta go away, far away. Think, Xilonen, think. Very funny stuff. So that's gonna be the last anecdote we do for now. Now, I could do like a shorter video if they do update the other anecdotes. They did update some of them, I believe, and there's still like stuff left to do with Heizou. So if there's some stuff next week they update, I definitely will do more of that as well. Before we go, we can probably do like... We only have a few wishes, but we can definitely wish on some of them. I don't know if we have any like in this, but yeah. Let's continue to wish for a bit and see what we can get. And again, we might not get anything out of this. But if we do, it'd be nice. And again, it's one of those things where like... We're still building up pity for whatever banner comes next, so I'm not like too worried about that as well. You know what I mean? It doesn't worry me too much if you don't get Skirt because we have so many amazing characters anyway. Yeah, it doesn't matter. We have 4 days left. It doesn't bother me too much again. And like I said, guys, it is you know, it's perfect. Like as you guys always know, I'm like that. It's like whatever. We have so many characters. Right now, I'm building up. You know, moving on to building up Navia and Willani and stuff, I guess. Like, we have, like, so many characters built up. We really do. And we just, like, finished building up Freminet as well. But with that, guys, I want to say that, like, this was really cool. And it's not over, of course. But the idea of the anecdotes is actually such a great idea. And I love that it's just casual conversations. We saw that with a lot of this stuff. It's just us having a lot of fun. Having a lot of, like, very, like... It's like passing by your friend in the street and having a conversation with them. But to me, as you guys know, I love that type of stuff. I love the idea of having, like, a moment with people that is like very personal to them because it's just something small. Like, look right here, Xilonen didn't want to work with Vika because like obviously she wants to have a little bit of rest. We saw moments where Thoma and Kai were having like a drink together. You know, us and Yae Miko having fun with us up at the shrine as well. Heizou, doing his daily jobs. Cyno, like, trying to, make some jokes with Tighnari, but also having to do his job as well at the same time. And seeing Collei's new responsibilities and how Tighnari's helped her. Like, there's been so many amazing stuff in this so far. And I really just love the idea of these anecdotes. I love it so much. If you look at all the anecdotes here, we've done all of them, right? Sayu's is fantastic. In terms of my favorite ones so far, I think the Neuvilette girl dad one was amazing. I thought it was really fantastic. Let's see, if I had to pick, like, it's so difficult because yeah, Sayu's one is one of the best ones in the world as well. But it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, like, Collei's one wasn't as like adventurous as the Neuvilette one, but maybe they're gonna add some to it. But like Collei's one of my favorite characters, so like there's a bias there. So maybe I can't pick a favorite one. Cyno's one was awesome, showing his like his jokes, trying to make some food. He invited us to a get-together, but he also has to do his job. Lyney was being slow, flirtatious, and funny with us. I didn't get to show this one, of course, but Lynette's fixing one was really funny too. She's a really funny character. She really is. The ones we didn't get to show were Dehya's first one, Lynette's first one, Thoma's first one, and who else? Chevre's is one. And I think that might be it, is it? No. Kirara's first one, which were all very fun as well. They were just small little things that had like a really like fun kick to them. And that's what this is. You're not going to get like deep lore about each character. Now you get some stuff about Nagkarai and like someone moving there and people wanting to go there and people's thoughts about it. But I really feel like this was what it was supposed to be. Just like a fun, casual conversation with a bunch of your friends in this game. And to me, as you know, I love that type of stuff. The little things matter to me so much. They really do. I always say like it's the small things that make up a big character, and you see that here as well. I hope to make this permanent. I hope to make this permanent because that means we get to do this all the freaking time with so many other characters. And with the characters I missed before, I would love to do that as well with the characters I missed before with the stuff as well. It makes the world feel so much more alive, right? The idea of like you're passing by in an area and you meet Lyney. You're passing by in an area and you meet Thoma. You're passing by in an area and you meet Kai. You're passing by in an area and you meet like Xilonen. It makes the world feel so alive. And it's not just this thing where it's like, I meet up with you and, we have to do a quest, which is important too. But it's also, I meet up with you and we just have a conversation about how things have been. What are you doing? Oh, that's cool. That's what you're up to. And then we leave it there. Just casual conversation. Thank you guys so much for watching this. Thank you guys so much for supporting Genshin as always. I don't know what we're doing next week, but we'll find out what we're doing next week very soon. Obviously, there's going to be a banner video next week, but then there's going to be hopefully some other stuff as well next week too. With that, I want to say thank you so much to Neverkin and Pay the Baby Gangster on Patreon. That being Ty Fire 2, JB Bull, Jan and the Banana, The Ghost of Nizuba, Felicious Felix, Yule, Radish, Adusta, Def Trap, Blinks, Marky, Assassin, Chip Peanut Butter, Peter Shelson, Heck, Leon, Hikesberry, and Jared Beanham at the highest tier. My YouTube boy, Gamer 7, and Blasco. And I see you all so soon. Do you want to do the thing? We can do the thing. Too aggressive. Too aggressive. Not aggressive enough. Let's do the thing. Amazing.